Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Skywalking. Today we have a match for you today, which is Soup versus Hijkstuv. Soup is from Simplified Chinese. Very outgoing player, starting with Krooster, picking a lot of the pieces for the buff comps really early, whereas Hijkstuv is a lot more meticulous with the specialist caster squad. We've seen some long stalls from them, but they've somehow managed to push through a lot of bad runs and come out on top. So personally, I'm very excited about both the matches today because I've watched a lot of these players already. But what do you guys think?
Yep, absolutely. Same for me. At this point, every player is, kind of sick. Yesterday's runs were really good as well, so I'm hoping to see the same quality. Everyone getting to 4-5, ending for a lot of points of stake. So yeah, I'm looking forward. Hopefully, I'm just Soup won't take like a 15 minutes on his specialist Wusher just before the night.
Surely.
So I'm kind of a little bit sad about yesterday's run. Our final special entry contestant Toby was finally eliminated yesterday. For all those viewers not watching, for the first 15 players, we have 5 servers with the top 3 scores from each server who submitted runs. The first 15 players are voted in by their top 3 scores, and then the last 5 players are voted in by special means. So they did some form of like special run where judges decide on whether they make it into the tournament. So Toby, I believe, showcased a perfect Izumic run with using Weedy and Ethan stall. Absolutely masterclass, but unfortunately they were eliminated yesterday. So now we only have top 3 players from the Korean server and the Simplified Chinese server. Gentlemen, regarding this, do you think there's going to be some talks regarding if we're going to see Simplified Chinese versus Simplified Chinese server, or are you guys rooting for the Korean underdog to pick today's game?
I mean, like I've said, we haven't seen, I don't think we've seen like any particularly nasty runs on Soup's side yet. Hijkstuv, on the other hand, has had to deal with some really unfortunate circumstances. Like their last match, I remember, they were stuck with 8 squad size when they went into night. And even though we were questioning some of their picks on the casting side, all of their picks ended up being perfectly reasonable in the end. And even though the stall was long, it ended up being very doable, which I was very surprised at. So I'm personally rooting a little bit more for Hijkstuv, but like I said, honestly, both of these players, I approve of both of their play styles, so I don't really mind which one wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Although for the sake of regional diversity, surely the Korean underdog will win.
Yep, I hope so too. Just for the regional diversity, so Chinese, so we just don't have, like one server in the top 2. Another thing I want to mention is that we are not actually playing only for the top 2 here, but for the 3rd place as well. There won't be a match for the 3rd place, but the player with the better score will be scored as a third. So I think Toby scored, how many points was it? 1879. So that's the minimal score to beat if you want to be at least the 3rd. So that's actually something to keep in mind too.
Wait, Toby beat Izumic yesterday and they only got 1800-ish?
I believe they only got floor 5.
He died on the night.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch the runs too closely yesterday. I just remember waking up in the middle of the night thinking, okay, I'll go check out the stream. And then 10 minutes later, someone traded away solving, and my brain was just like, I can't handle this right now. And then I went back to sleep.
Yes, that was definitely something. It didn't fortunately work out for him. That solving was also super early. but we did get to see the Vapor Venus doing like 150 skills passenger per minute. So if you weren't watching yesterday's runs, Vapor Venus Izumic clear is really something to look out for. He did no starve, and his operator choices weren't really that. Not choices, but his squad wasn't really that good for the no starve comp. He wasn't blessed with the specialist pick for the VD, and he really he did really well. He basically used everything in his arsenal. It was something to look at. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting to note for some of our viewers out there as well is that for today's matchup, or at least the top 4, I believe for the top 4, or like today's ensuing match, we have Caster Specialist Squad versus the Dice Squad. Vapor Venus currently is sitting on Grand Finals with the Tactical Range Squad, the Sniper Medic Squad. I don't remember what Toby was running. Yeah, Toby I think was also running Sniper Medic as well. Was he?
Wait, I thought
Nope.
Vapor Venus was caster specialist?
Yes, Vapor Venus was caster specialist, and Toby was running the medic, sniper medic squad.
So I did get it mixed around. But yeah, we lost one of our caster specialist players today. Do you guys think we will see caster specialists like come out on top? Like, do you think Clash Squads will come out on top, or do you think Die Squad will come out on top? Our only Die Squad participant in the whole top 20 to be able to that made it.
I guess that's the other thing, is that even though I'm cheering for Hijkstuv for the server diversity, Soup is actually going with the based Gamba Dice Squad choice. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think Die Squad with the current format of the tournament is not that bad because of the fact that the chance of, with enough skill, the high roll component can really set into play if you give it enough chances. But it's just interesting to me that the more consistent-ish gambling squad of the Mind Over Matter squad, none of the participants have considered running Mind Over Matter squad. What do you guys gentlemen think?
Yes, I think the reason why Mind Over Matter wasn't really big is just because of the scoring, right? Because Mind Over Matter squad is a bit debuffed, right, in the ending score.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it? No, they actually, never mind, that was just for the qualifiers. I'm sorry for misinformation.
But I guess that is part of the thing, right? Is that none of the Mind Over Matter squad players qualified because it was not receptive. The qualifiers were not receptive to like the scoring from the qualifiers was not receptive.
Yes,
to Mind Over Matter
yeah,
squad.
you're right. It's possibly true that the people who qualified were just not running Mind Over Matter squad, and they just stuck with the squad they practiced on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And regarding the Die Squad, the Die Squad gives you more opportunities if you actually roll high enough. But there's still the hope issue, basically. You need to get a bit of the help from like hope relics, getting them to have enough hope to get every tool in the chat you need to get the clears.
I don't know. I feel like I personally just dislike Mind Over Matter. Probably because it makes a lot of the shopping decisions a lot more weird, I would say. Like, we see a lot of people going into the floor 1 shop and picking up like a medic voucher if they don't already have one, just for the reserve. With Mind Over Matter, you don't really need to do that, which in my mind just kind of goes against everything I've learned about IS3 D15.
Yeah, it's not just the shop, but just every time you go in a battle, you're like, okay, so I take my DPS carry, and do I need anything else? And because I don't want the Mind of the Matter buff to go, you know, how is it called, like survival contract?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that makes basically it's like a different minigame added to your whole run. So I would say just people just don't want to really bother with that too. If the glass squad is yielding you more points, and you can just focus on fewer things.
Yeah, and with mind over matter, another thing is like one bad Seaborn or Spike chest can also ruin your day, depending on who your carries are.
Yep, 95% of Dice Squad's players quit before they hit it big. Alright, and seems like we're in the game.
Alright, Soup is our first contestant of the day. He is currently running the Cruister squad with Dice Squad. What do you guys think of Cruister start regarding Dice Squad? It is because they did start with a non-class squad, it is an E1 Cruister start for the start, and they did decide to go for, I believe, plus 2 hope? Is it plus 2 hope? I don't remember. It looks like it's plus 2 hope. With 7 HP.
Yeah. Wait, don't they start with 6? Oh wait, no.
I think you start with 6 and get the cattle, right? For 7.
No.
They did
'Cause wait, wait. No, because kettle you can like after the like level 4 or whatever, where you get your first max life point. I think this is the plus 2 hope start.
Oh, is it? Alright, we didn't see that sub many times. Because cattle is already a consume relic, which gives you point. And also, you can start gathering shields faster. Yeah, you're completely correct. That's 2 hope start. And that makes them having 7 hope on the first voucher, too. Which I think is the point.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 encounters. That's fine. We get the ending, and we can see the rejection now.
Very unfortunate that it's not that many combats on floor 1. I wonder if it is a point of reset, like a reason for like something they can consider resetting for, because they didn't have as many combats as they would prefer. What do you guys think?
I think at this point, that's pretty nice. Free pure stream. I think you always go to like a 3rd floor unless you're afraid of dying. To just check like everything you got.
I mean, of course, you go third floor, right?
Yeah.
Or the floor 3 buff would be.
I honestly think that even if the first floor is very weak, like you said, if you get like both endings, you just don't really mind that much, right?
So they just got pure gold expedition from the shop at a little bit of a discount, which improves their hope curve tremendously. Let's see what they pick from if they pick the medic voucher, or do they think taking the, I think that's 8 hope to E2.
I mean, oh no, they were an interference mine enjoyer their last couple of runs, so I saw the hover over the mines and I was like, oh no, not this again. But they do go with the E2 pure stream instead.
Okay, that's Hemo, right? Hemophatic.
Yeah, that is bleed. So
well, he already has 2 medics. That shouldn't really hinder his early game that much.
Yeah. So he has 1 encounter in the stage, and then he can go for combat after combat in this floor. So, but he already has his ending. I wonder if he is thinking of going for the arbor or
not taking the relic. Like the chance for the first one is so low.
Yeah,
3 keys. That's
nearly getting 3 keys, getting rewarded for his gamble. The chances of you getting a negative curio on this floor is higher than most people would think. It feels real. Maybe it's low, but it feels really bad when you. That's why they were deciding not to take it.
Surely he gets the negative curio, but then gets flashing swords. It's always my reasoning. Besides, some of the negative ones aren't even that bad.
I mean, he's got some bleeds, so you're not even scared of the rejection ones, at least. Okay, Spot was really close to dying actually.
I think the bleed might not start as something that, I mean, it might not be deadly early on, but it depends on your block and healing situation, right? Right now, he has to, like with Monster, being immune to bleed, because even if Talsik gets bleed, Monster never gets bleed, so it makes it much easier to sustain your blocker, which is Monster. So I do think that the rejections is not as bad, especially with flashing swords being on the table. But it will get annoying though, especially if they do end up opting to draft for Milnar, because bleed, in my opinion, is probably Milnar's second worst rejection aside from bleed. I mean, aside from metastatic, maybe a close second to concentration disorder, but that you can usually play around that.
Yep. Yes, bleed is can be actually like really detrimental in the earlier game, but he got 2 medic from the shop. He started with a spot.
I don't know, it reminds me a lot of survivalists from IS2. It's like if you draft, medics and sustain people somewhat early, I don't really find it to be too much of a problem.
Yep, that's what I say. Like, but he gets 2 medics just from the shop, so if those were like 2 casters, he's already. It's kind of scary at that point. Yeah. Even though he had only 1 combat in first floor, his shop was really good, right? He got the key with the dice and shield, so he got it for like 5 ingots, so he got it cheaper. Got the pure gold. Yeah, I think this run is looking pretty decent. He's still looking for the knight though.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
And I honestly think that the knight will definitely be with no knight, there's a huge argument for just resetting.
Yeah, I don't know. The first 3 encounters on the floor 1 were pretty unfortunate, but yeah, he got pretty bailed out with the shop. He didn't start with Kettle, but he got max life points anyway, so he's already shield stacking. Got a bunch of keys and hope. Not bad.
Yep. Rejection also pretty decent. So, yep, hopefully it's just getting the knight and getting the rest of the run going. So I think there's only the wish fulfilled, right, after this combat?
Believe so. So his wish, I think another point of contention for a potential reset is probably the wish fulfilled node. If they feel like the wish fulfilled node plus the lack of a night ending, they could actually opt to. I would maybe consider for a reset, especially if your wish fulfilled was especially poor and you don't get the night. Probably should be resetting for that, because you do have the 1 chance right before the boss to right before the floor 3 boss to reset. So I think they should take the opportunity to even at least consider it.
Yeah, I actually think like it's kind of the other way, that it's scary that you will get a good relic from wish fulfilled and then you will feel bad about resetting without the knight. If you get a bad relic and you don't have a knight, you're like, okay, I'm resetting, it's fine. But if you get a really good relic, like, I don't know, say some boss relic like or Flames of Inquisition, or I don't know what, then you will kind of feel bad resetting that run without the knight, right?
I guess so. Yeah, you're right.
So we'll see. Let's see the floor layout on floor 3 too. Oh, agent is pretty good.
So
Fortunately, with just 6 hope.
Yeah, the current hope curve is not ideal. They're a little bit lacking on. They would really like to pick like an actual operator here, but they probably will just end up saving at this point in time. Really would like to get your key drafts in, right? Get your Milnar, get your Gen Alter for the ending, get maybe a Knight solution. Like later on, maybe end of floor 4, early floor 5, sometime during that.
Oh, there is another combat.
One more combat, Crime and Punishment. What kind of vouchers do you guys think they're looking for at this point in time?
So I think definitely like a specialist again for Yato probably. And maybe we already saw but maybe he's also looking for like the medic to promote Calcit, maybe grab Warfarin, or maybe actually grab Scouter.
Yeah, I was about to say they've been drafting a lot of supporters in their runs, so Skalter or Shamir does look really good here.
And also, I think if the guard goes, you always take like our uncle Blue Man. So I think there's a lot of vouchers that are actually good, right? The only really not so good ones are Defender, as always, and I'm not sure if Sniper would actually be taken. Like Shelter is of course great, and you need her for your late game, but at this point, Shelter maybe feels kind of lacking, like E1.
Do you think that they need the squad power right now for entering floor 3, or do you think that they can clear all of floor 3 with the current squads?
Well, there's definitely some other emergencies he will have a lot of trouble clearing.
Mm-hmm.
For example, with this squad, I don't think you actually kill like Big Eden, right?
Yeah, probably not actually. That map wasn't even a factor, because usually that's not one of the scarier emergencies, but...
Well, he doesn't have the knight, so he can just leak him. But that's not what you want to do, right? Usually. So he definitely wants to have one more operator, or at least like Calcit E2 for the next floor.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope that they get a medic voucher. It feels like Brewster should be able to carry the floor. Ooh, they get to pick a voucher, guard and supporter. Do you think that they pick Milnar here, or do they pick this? Do they say pick the Shamir, buff their Shamir? Nope, go straight for the immediate Milnar pick. At least they are shield stacking with 17 shield at the end of floor.
That's Ribbon. That Ribbon is pretty decent.
Ribbon goes for dice.
Oh, that's
squad,
not
goes
Ribbon
on
anymore.
one.
I
mean,
think you reroll
currently-
just to get, yeah.
Goes to reroll. I mean,
I will just reroll just for a chance of getting 2 relics. So I think that's like always a decent play. So didn't catch a glimpse of the boss, but there's 2 encounters and emergency, which he can choose not to take.
I mean, if he goes topside, he already has Kirilla memory, so...
Well, I think you go bottom, and if you get the knight, you can go always like the combat on bottom, and don't need... Oh, that's the... Oh, he lost all his ingots thanks to the call.
Oh, that's what he was hovering over earlier, the... Yeah, okay.
I think he really wants to go to combat, but I think that's just greedy. Oh...
First relic and a regular relic.
There's no reason to take the first one, right?
Surely not.
No. I mean, he's already gotten one of the really bad ones out of the way, Endless Life, and whenever I...
Oh, Coral.
Okay, that's okay. But whenever I do that one and I take the like regular collectible, I always get that stupid solidified lamp oil that's like minus 40% light loss from combat, which is so useless.
That's really useless, yes. There's some of the relics you get that you just feel really bad about. Without any external buffs, he will have actually issues just killing these big crocs.
Yeah, maybe Monster can live a hit. Maybe that's his way out on the Originium tile.
Might just be also a Milnar S1 play, or S2 play on the Originium tile, also really good. Or a Monster play.
Actually,
Milnar
the chip damage looks like it's enough, actually.
Ooh, seems that way, yeah. He can put the Milnar on the tile later with medic healing him because he's bleeding too, so it's kind of scary.
Yeah, bleed on Milnar is actually really bad since the bleed is based on max HP.
So he got the Coral relic. Is the Coral the end of the battle without loss, or is it the paradise one?
It's the per dice one.
That's really good considering his 8 dices. And his dice squad getting more. That could really help him. It's just really the question of the. There's one more encounter after this, right? He can check that, correct? Before he resets. Or
yeah, he can check that. And there's one guaranteed encounter at the end of the floor. So I mean, I think he goes encounter. Because I mean, I don't know, most of his squad is already bleeding to death, you know? It's like, if he gets Kirilla Arbor now, is it really going to make a difference until he gets Determination? I just don't really see it happening. So maybe he gambles, actually, and just takes the other combat instead. Even though I know it's not the best value.
No, I think there's like encounter, and then there's 3 combat he can choose, and one of them is emergency.
Oh, actually, wait. The bleed is huge for the hemostatic agent.
Yeah, Milner having way more attack speed than he normally does because of the bleed. But
It's kind of goofy, but works out. Like, just look at Spot. He's chilling.
Yeah, everyone's like a Fiametta. They're just suffering.
Okay.
right, cleared Troglodyte tribe, easy stage. Do we get another encounter or do we go for the combat? They have whiffed on a few encounters already.
That's solving. Again.
Solving is, from what I've heard, a lot of people say solving is a pretty good relic, but I feel like it's not that, like, it's impactful, but maybe your drafting strategy doesn't entirely change because of it, because of how inconsistent the voucher RNG is, right?
No knight.
No
I
knight.
agree. I think it's just when you play it specialist and caster squad, which is the basically most frequent one, you can always just go solving basically like anytime. You get it like floor fall solving, no problem. I already have like 2 reserve caster ups. I just get 2 good ones. That's like 50 rest down for everything. That's really good.
So
okay, and we saw a reset. I think he's just relogging to different account now.
Yeah, an early reset the moment they found out that the encounter was not a double ending for the night, so they did opt to reset. But unfortunately, when they went in the dice squad, they were not offered neither kettle nor hope. So they are trying. They will be hopping on in a separate account. This is allowed, and they will be able to choose their floor buff from it, and they do really want that +2 hope. Like,
and we're getting the same start with Booster and Spot.
Because the 2 hope allows you that after the first combat you will be able to select a 6-star, which immensely helps you with the next combat, especially if the next combat is an emergency, which is the case in this scenario. E1 Cruiser really struggles against emergency symbiosis, potentially dying to also emergency symbiosis if they try to no leak it. But at this point in time, if they're given a good voucher, I don't think they'll die to any emergency stage. But they might have to leak. With the advent of post DLC in IS3, I find that leaking on floor 1 doesn't feel as bad, due to the fact that usually when you get your ending 4 encounter, you go to 0 light anyway. So the whole downside of leaking and your light goes down and then you get more rejection is already accelerated by the fact that if you take ending 4, you're at 0 light. So kind of
exactly. So if you leak on like 1 or 2, it doesn't really feel that bad because you just most of the time get your life back. And the light loss isn't really meaning anything if you get your light reduced to 0 anyway.
Yeah, there's so many more sources of gaining light, the light mechanic in post DLC expansion in IS3, that leaking doesn't feel as bad anymore. Although it is not recommended, but the alternative of leaking is dying, so they would prefer to leak some enemies rather than completely wipe out the run. So hopefully we might see some strategies with that, especially depending on his first voucher. If he gets a defender voucher, we might see like a leak or something. But did they get the medic voucher? Are they gonna go for the E1 Calcit? Stabilizes a lot of the floor 1 emergency fights. Even at a certain point does emergency neutral aid to an extent. But definitely solves the run kill ender that is emergency symbiosis on floor 1.
I think you're supposed to just take a reserve here. I don't know. I feel like with a lot of the other class squads, the voucher opportunity cost is a lot bigger. But with Dice Squad, you're gonna have a lot of points in the run where you're gonna be strapped for help anyway. So I have a feeling that I don't think he particularly minds just skipping this.
Is there a possibility for just getting Warfarin here?
So the consideration is because of the emergency fight coming up, right? So they could go for Warbridge rebuff. They could go for Calcit.
Oh,
Calcit,
and
yeah, Calcit stabilizes your
forced
run.
emergency, I see.
Yes, it is a forced emergency. It is. That's why they might want they wanted the extra hope for the extra power for the fight. And so emergency symbiosis we have on our screen right here.
Wow, that is a really bad spot for a spike chest.
Yes, really unfortunate spike chest placement, but I don't think that this is gonna be too detrimental for them. Monster should be able to take the spot.
And shouldn't be that bad, right? Because the first enemy spawns there, and to just go for that enemy and not the chest.
Yeah, the targeting placement is they always go for the enemies before the chest, so there is no problem for dying. It's interesting to see that they put down spot first.
Yes. Considering this run is already like after reset and this is emergency symbiosis. I think this is like a bit careful approach.
Yeah, safer on the approach. Definitely want to get the Calcit down sooner rather than later. Wonder what their Calcit placement will be if they put it on top of the enemy on the left, or did they just put it in front of the chest? Nope, they are opting for. Will they be able to split box this? If they split box this, they might be able to grab the chest. If they do not split box this, they probably do not get the chest. It's gonna be incredibly difficult. And they decided to see if Cruiser can kill. Cruiser does not immediately kill, but they do decide to just have Monster tank the backline a little bit.
That's pretty smart. Yeah, he's letting the Croc debuff Spot because he's figuring that Calcit will be busy healing Monster, so Spot's probably going to be on healing Cruiser duty if she ends up targeting the chest. So he doesn't mind his debuff on Spot as opposed to Monster.
Yep. Yeah, I think that the chest is not going to die here like this.
They might just be worried as well about healing pressure on Monster if they do end up deciding to go for the chest. If they place Monster a little bit aggressive and Monster decides to hit the chest and Calcit was not able to sustain, they could honestly just die to the stage as well. So playing it a little bit safer than expected. I think they are going to try
maybe
to stall.
spot healing too.
A little bit risky with the...
Yeah. So,
but it looks like it's just the fish left.
So we are probably gonna get the chest and
They'd go for the chest.
Yep. Caster got it. Okay, so we reclass, we got the chest, and Calcit just paid for herself. Oh, that's really early. It's not the Light of Wisdom, that's the smaller one, right?
Yeah.
That's still really early, so that could be useful. Like you can kind of draft around this for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, with this and the solving last run, I think the game's just telling him to go play Caster Specialist Squad.
Vanguard Gato for some quick action as well.
Very aggressive placement here on the spot, but I think we should be fine. He puts down Reserve Op Caster to bait the stuns from the sniper, and Reserve Op Caster will focus the sniper and bring it down, gun it down eventually. Pretty easy stage. I don't think that there is any problems for him so far regarding
Yes,
the stage. The hope
yeah.
curve is a little bit better this time around because he does have access to the three combats. Three combats on the first floor allows you to level twice to level 3, giving you a net total of 8 extra hope. But he will only enter the shop with 4 hope though, so I wonder if they're able to grab another hope relic from the shop. Their hope curve is a little bit. I agree with the sentiment that his hope curve is a little bit rough, especially because he's not a E2 squad.
Yes, it strongly depends on the relics he will get to choose. He also have a bit more money thanks to the chest. So, yep.
I wonder if they consider grabbing a Shamir here with 4 hope. That would be exactly enough for a Shamir, and it would both Cruister and monster damage. But nope, they ended up just deciding to go for U official. Do they get their encounter? First encounter with no ending. And military armor for defense.
Oh, that's
really
25 defense. Okay, there's the light.
They do get the hope.
Yeah, there's the box for hope.
And that is the 5-star envelope for promotion, I believe.
Wait, what is that caster book up on the top right? Is that concentration plus
I
SP?
think so. Yeah.
Because, like, the fact that he's not snap picking it suggests it's not solving. Because with solving and learning, I mean,
finally gets the 3 keys and a secret HR letter. This has been.
Oh, this is really strong. You can get so much money back with the 3 keys. You just buy 18 ingots for 5.
And then the HR letter with is really good because it finally fixes his hope curve. He's considering going for the glass bird because it spikes his hope curve tremendously, giving him class squad, and he can even E2 his Galsa, and he did go for it. It is not a bad option, but
I mean, I would even withdraw one more here for the battery.
Yeah, getting the SP battery on top with the Calcet E2 means that his squad is looking very well developed for the end of floor 1. The question now is that will he get
free hibiscus
and endings for floor 2 and floor 3?
Sorry to interrupt you. What was the book for the 4 on the bottom right? It was like a supporter book? Or?
No,
I think it was
the attack speed specialist book, I believe.
Oh, surely we'll just take it for 4 ingots, right?
Yeah, that's what I would thought as well. Like, you take it for 4 ingots, double encounter, gets his first emergency. I mean, first ending. The second encounter did not get his night ending yet, but he might have one more encounter, maybe.
Are we gonna see a reality clear today?
You know, reality is worth a lot of points actually. So, that was Royal Rapier. That's really good.
Getting a Royal Rapier, 1 combat on this floor into a scout. If he does pick a real operator at the end of this stage, they will be E2'd, and all the 6-star operators are currently costing 5 hope right now. They are playing like, they do have a secret HR letter. They can get a pre-promotion and then send another operator out instead for extra power.
Reality is kind of tricky though, because especially because they haven't gotten Knight or Kerala Arbor yet. If they get it next floor, for example,
he got the Kerala Arbor, right? Oh no, you mean the second part? Sorry.
Yeah. He hasn't gotten the second part of it yet. So if he gets it next floor, it's tricky because if he waits all the way until 5th floor to try to get his determination, he could get screwed over by reality overriding Izumik.
Oh, I heard about that. Yep.
It'll be interesting to see if they do end up going for like more encounters later on, especially if they go for the Kerala Arbor. We'll see. So right now we have Emergency Malady. They're trying to decide whether or not they can deploy Calcic, which is resounding no. They will not be able to deploy Calcic first as the main blocker, but they might just end up switching it out. Nope, not deciding to switching it out, just deciding to place down Cruise and Spot here, potentially deploying a...
Yeah, he's to block with Yato or the slugs are gonna leak.
Yep. Smart player. He got his rejection is bleed again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No metastatic or concentration today, eh?
Actually, I don't really mind the bleed that much, right? And also, his bleed targets are currently like Yato and the official, which are like the best 2 targets.
Right now, he is putting the SV battery on Calcit with Calcit S3. Calcit S3, interesting, huh? Instead of using Calcit S2, I would think that they would opt for a little bit more attack speed. But I guess for killing the agents, you want a little bit more. Oh, that's a leak.
Oh, that's a leak.
That is 100% a leak. They do not have a spare body to use. I think undeploying Spot there was a little too greedy, in my opinion. Probably should have just put that monster on one side and like double up on the block. This stage is very difficult if you're only using one block, because it does require you to manage 2 lanes, and they do have slugs. Yeah, some of the enemies do spawn slugs, and they will run past your blockers if they're debuffed by the agent.
Yep. Also going S3 on cast is something I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Flames of Inquisition. Okay, that's
Flames
really
of
huge.
Inquisition, and then they're able to immediately go for their shelter here too. Although their shelter will not be buffed, but Flames of Inquisition is mega strong at this point in time. Basically guarantees their ending 4 damage for the most part. Uptime will not be required. Stalling will not be required on the bottom right. They just need to put down Jameer and Shelter, activate Shelter's skill, and Shelter will basically handle the bottom right lane by herself. And here comes the E2 Shelter right off the bat. No hope required. Very good on the hope grip so far. And what do we have?
Okay. I thought that was
Deathmatch.
divine speed, but that's deathmatch.
That's deathmatch, right? For Witchmiller. That's really good as well. With the Royal Rapier, he already has enough damage with 1 miller like this.
But they do get broken, so they might have to consider like sending that out. But no big deal. Bleed targets are not that important. There is at least 2 encounters that he can go through, no matter what he goes through. And there is like another scout and maybe 2 emergencies that they can potentially go through as well. So they're considering right now going through an encounter first, maybe a fight first.
Oh, there's 2 like. Want both paths be locked, or is the top path not? No, the
Top path is not. The bottom path for Wishful Field is locked.
Is locked. Yeah, and the top one shouldn't be. No, I'm just looking at the top path. That's like really interesting. He gets the emergency and Wishful Field without actually using key.
But they do get one less combat if they do, or one less combat if they do before.
Yeah, I think no matter what, he starts up on top side since he can path to either side.
King's Relic.
That's the King Relic encounter.
That's one less encounter to go for the floor if they want to go double ending with Knight. But right now they're only on track for
Dancerous Bracelet, not really doing
Dancerous
anything.
Dancerous Bracelet is not that impactful. But with bleed, it might actually come into play, especially because the bleed proc is on the first hit, right? And their only medic right now is the Calcit. So Dancerous Bracelet might come in clutch, especially for the ranged units that are not in Calcit's range. They might just dodge the first hit, and while the enemy's walking, and they're able to not bleed out.
I mean, you're also forgetting the synergy with the 2 dodge books. It's not cope, I promise.
That is 100% cope, and you know. But it is fine. This stage should be easily cleared with good proper lane block. Deployment order. So one thing to know about Crime and Punishment is that there's multiple variants. There is a mortar variant, which probably is, which could be run killers. If not dealt with properly, the mortars will destroy your backline, especially if your backline is bleeding. So, but I don't think that they will have any problems here. Just need to, they seem to have an idea as to their deployment order. Might just have to like drop.
Chalter there. I guess she's not really necessary with this much power. I was about to say, like, maybe they're just giving up the chest with this deployment and only having 2 real melee units. Yato bleeding out on the floor does not count. But this actually works. All right.
Yep, and Galsit has like infinite work now.
Yep, mortar does spawn. Mortar will be focusing on the caster in the bottom left, but the caster in the bottom left dies. So who is the next target? That is gonna be Chalter. If Chalter hits the middle, Twister dies, and probably most likely Spot also dies. So they need to be able to bait this out correctly. Otherwise, the whole front line gets obliterated, and that might actually be the end of them. But finally, Monster blocks it, and there should be no problem. Twister probably dies here if the mortar doesn't die right away, but mortar only gets one more hit. And
Oh, Spot is kind of dying.
yeah, Spot is not.
I mean, should be fine with an ultra skill already. I don't think nobody's walking through that.
Chen Alter might just sack Spot at the very end, because Spot is about to die very quickly, and Chen Alter will just need to activate skill, and that should be the end of the top lane.
Oh,
Bottom
she's
lane
E2.
held by-
Yeah. Well, yeah, she got scouted, so
A little rough right now that Booster is still only E1, but they have enough power and enough damage to the rest of the squad between Falter and Calcid.
yeah, I think next sniper voucher potentially will go to Booster.
And here comes next voucher. Yes, supporter
We-
sniper.
we just go Scotty.
I think they might
Shamar.
just go. They might go Scotty, they might go Shamar, they might E2 to Cruz.
I think it's Scotty over Shamir if they do
Oh,
go for the
E2 to
supporter,
Cruz.
but
Alright, so you definitely go like the bottom encounter to have your choices.
And they got
There was
Arbor instead, so there's
So no knight for this run.
no double ending in sight. Do they take the Arbor? They do.
Oh,
take
I
the
think
Arbor.
at this point definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
It's
So
like
now-
still 4-3, so what, he will get like a pretty more light on just on this floor.
Now now
Is
the
he scared of forced emergency though?
I think he's. Isn't he only afraid of leaking forwards, leaking backwards? I guess emergency crime and punishment, with how precarious the last one was, could be annoying as well.
I think if there's no spike chest, his Chen Ultra is just face to right and there's no problem. So yeah, and even leaking forward, leaking backwards with Calcis shouldn't be that like devastating.
I think forced emergency was not the problem. They're considering whether or not the extra 2 hope from the scout is worth more than a random relic for a key.
Oh,
And
is it two? It's 3 hope, right? Or 2 hope?
It's 2 hope.
Oh, okay.
2 hope to scouts give only 2 hope when taken. It's only 3 hope when you scout a 6-star operator, but usually you lose power when you scout a 6-star operator.
Yeah, there is nobody to scout even, so.
That is emergency leaking forwards, leaking backwards up top side. So let's see. Were they really afraid of this, or was it some other map?
So part of the problem right now that I see with their current squad is that they don't have a way to open the stage reliably. No knight to open the stage. They only have Spot that can maybe hold the lane while they open the stage, and Spot is bleeding. So Spot will go down very, very, very quickly to the first dog. They need to put down Calcet almost right away, but Calcet is on S3 to deal with the agent and the caster right away, and that means that their Chalter placement is going to be very, very, very delayed, unless they just go straight for the Calcet deploy here, and I think that might just be the play. But
Is this Cursed Relic the minus 15 starting skill points?
it's Brogan. Brogan is.
Oh, that's really bad because you can actually open Spot and his skill will like be charged up, but not like this.
So they might consider dropping. They might be considering dropping Spot or dropping you official first to stun for an extra 7 seconds for DP. Well, it's a 4 DP outcome, right? So this might be a situation where you say leak the first enemy and then set up after, because if your operators get retreated or die and you're not able to set up because of that snowballing effect, they might just lose on this stage. Very
You can
highly
also
possible.
try to use dice
Oh yeah, they do
also
have
there.
dice. They do have dice. I did forget that they are dice squad and they do have 10 dice, so there is a consideration to use.
But I would actually like agree with your point, just leaking the first enemy. Just makes everything much easier.
I think their play would probably be to you official the first enemy after the first dog and just dice it out, because that is also a play as well. Yes, because the dice after you roll a 6 will start reducing your redeployment time. Oh, that dog is no longer blocked. They need to start DPSing it down. Here comes the dice, potentially.
Can Cruiser kill this?
Cruiser should be able to kill this. It is 7 seconds. Oh,
One more crit. One more crit.
they have
crit.
one more second, 0.5 seconds left. No crit, so that will be they will need to use the dice right here. But if they do use the dice, that delays the Cruiser cooldown even longer. Here comes the first dice. Rolls a 4, does not get the
That's
higher number. Very aggressive positioning for Calcit. Will probably use Calcit to block the ballista for Cruiser. Cruiser holding the back lane, but this makes it so that he's gonna have to use monster to kill these guys on the top if they don't have any support on the bottom lane with, say, for Spots is just gonna bleed out. The first hit will be very fatal, but Cruiser looks very strong right now with the skill active, so that should be not a big deal. The only concern right now is that they no longer have a good Chen altar tile.
I was just thinking he can actually put Chen Alter behind monster to cover. I think Chen Alter can take like 1 or 2 hits from the striker when he goes from the red box.
But right now we do forget that Chen Alter was a guard, so they when they got changed to a sniper, they still kept their guard HP for some reason. But right now Caster is focusing on Calcit. Spot needs to get deployed down, or Cruiser will die to a 1 hit. But this Caster also hits 2 targets.
Yes, that's the issue. That's the big issue, right? Because Caster will have like aggro the whole time, but with the split shot, or maybe only.
I think I don't know if the. Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought.
Target.
Yeah. I think it's
maybe only the read ones. Yeah.
Because I remember that one. I think it was chapter.
Oh my god!
Wow.
It was so close, guys. Did you saw that? It's like that was the best stun.
Lucky stun by Cruiser. Otherwise, Cruiser would have died. Maybe not leak the stage, leak that enemy, because Chen Alter is also holding the blue lane, but would definitely have taken a lot more damage there. Using Yato here to bait out for Spot. Spot is very fragile right now, especially without any SP to activate the skill, and Cruiser not having any skill charge as well. But Chen Alter skill is here. He can activate it to increase the DPS on the bottom lane. Right now he's only using monster to hold the top lane. Oh, here comes the red caster. No, Spot will not be able to heal himself and Cruz at the same time, because Cruz was already at 1 HP from taking 1 damage from a ballista hit. So it's going to be very iffy. Spot dies, 1 hit at 25 HP, and now he drops Yato on top of the enemy, so that both Yato and Calcit take the hits, and Cruiser does not die. But
so Chen is dying at this point without doing actually anything. Yeah,
Chen is very close to dying. They might have to activate skill here now to deal damage to the striker, lest they forget about Chen Alter and then resolve the TP. But they still have, but that's not that big of a deal, honestly, because remember they are dice squad. They just need to roll a few dice, and should be fine. Yeah, I think they're about to activate Chen's skill, undeploy Chen.
Die from the ballistas.
Yes, but now it's time to activate dice. First dice rolls a 2, 50% DPS, 50% movement speed down. Cruiser skill will be up soon. Here comes the second dice, potentially to reduce cooldowns of redeployment timers. They roll higher than a 6. Gonna be a little difficult because they only rolled another 2, but dice squad still stacked, so no big deal, no problem so far. The caster will be slowed down. This is gonna be the 4th dice. Are they gonna use a 4th dice first? If they do, it's another 2. 4 2s in a row for the roll so far. but the Cruiser dies, slowing down the title cast, slowing down the caster. But their other support caster also dies due to the ballista. Are they gonna use more dice? It is. Swat is back up from using 4 dice. Are they gonna be? Are they gonna use extra dice on this stage?
Is it worth it at this point? Like more dice? Yeah.
Your official is here.
Oh my god, he rolls a 1. He's taking all his bad rolls out of the way, basically, at this point.
I don't
So-
think you commit more dice to this. It was only really one caster, maybe the striker up top, that was gonna leak, and he's already not stacking shields anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This feels like too much dice commitment, as it looks like the caster's going to leak anyway. We'll see about the striker.
The striker might also leak here.
Yeah,
as
striker
well.
is also walking. Like you have nothing.
18 seconds for the next striker for it to walk through. Calcit will get one shot if they don't block it near to the blue box. They might consider dropping more dice for the striker. The striker hits very.
Oh, wait, was that a dodge?
I think
How did
that was a dodge. Thatcher's playset coming in clutch, 10%. But that is going to be a -2 for the stage for the emergency. No leak
Yep,
bonus.
Yeah, considering the start was pretty well done. Only 2 HP for basically the hardest for 3 stage.
And they do get 1 each life steal back, so they will be able to recover a little bit of the damage. So they do go for the guard voucher, instant Milner selection, 5 Hope Milner, no pre-promoted operator offered to them at all by a secret HR letter, but there should be no problem moving forward. They just need more vouchers. When you have secret HR letter and you're sitting at 16 hope, you just need vouchers. You just really want just more vouchers, no matter what. I think the strength, the whole strength of secret HR letter right now is to be able to draft, just keep drafting. But we're going into the boss. Which boss is this? It is separation and unity. So a little tricky for the stage to open. Again, because bleed is a factor, they can't just open with spot because spot will almost instantly bleed out. But they do have time to deploy monster down. It's just a little bit difficult because they put monster down, but they won't be able to deploy any other operator after monster unless they want to take a lot more damage from the mortar. So we'll see how they decide to open the stage. They could put down Cruise and they could put down another DPS, yes. They put monster down on the right hand side. Cruise starts taking bleed damage, but because this is actually a stage with Seaborn, Cruiser will have her skill up almost all the time. They should not be their DPS should not be an issue at all for this stage. They just need to somehow kill the first mortar and then start redeploying their operators. Considering putting Milner down as the next mortar bait, so that they can
okay, Cruiser's got it. I was about to say with Briogan, his skill is definitely not coming up in time.
No, with Seaborns on the stage, his skills will be up in time. They just need to hit a few times. They do have Flames of Inquisition.
No, I mean Monarch.
Forget. Milner will definitely not have his skill up in time, but they don't. Milner is mainly here for tanking the mortar, not necessarily tanking for dealing damage per se. They do have a lot of damage in forms of Cruiser and Tenalter. Tenalter will clear the bottom lane, Cruiser will clear the top lane for Milner. But as I say that, does not activate the skill. They do need to do something.
That's probably a leak, right? Oh no, Spot's actually got it.
Spot will be able to clear it. Just more curious why they opted not to activate any skills whatsoever when the mortar was already walking. They do have Flames of Inquisition, and that means that they have almost 100% skill uptime on this stage.
Yeah, that's the real question. Like you have Chalter, why just not use her skill in art? You have Flames of Inquisition anyway, and she most likely won't even be able to shoot all of her ammo.
Yeah, Shelter does consume 2 ammo of a 32 ammo size clip per shot, but with Flames of Inquisition, it's every time she hits an enemy, not every swing. So she sometimes will get like her full charge back up for the final for ending 4, and especially
that's Rapier deathmatch E1 winner.
Rapier Deathmatch, E1 Milnar, very, very, very strong for Milnar because it buffs his 65% attack for base attack for Milnar, which means that Milnar's talent scales that extra 65% base attack that he has instead of an increase, which is just multiplicative scaling, especially with all the attacks. Milnar with Deathmatch is match made in heaven for Milnar.
And that's the first 15 light, right?
Yep.
And we get Tulip.
Yep, that was like a snap picking the Tulip.
Tulip is a very good DPS damage relic for a lot of operators, but except Milnar, because it's stacked additively with Milnar's passive, which gives increases his attack. So most operators do not most operators want Tulip except Milnar. So Milnar it's minor damage.
Oh, everybody is basically Milnar now with the stacking passive damage. Okay,
Wonder
so
what they do.
is this like Rosa or Pozyanka, or is he going perhaps?
They might consider for a second medic potentially,
Or Warframe,
or a Telopsis, maybe a therapist as well, Ceylon, maybe a Whisperin. Let's see what they end up deciding for. But they can also just pick up a 5-star as well. 5-stars are very, very, very cheap with the power that you get with Secret H. It just breaks the breakpoint entirely from 7 to 5. Really big, massive breakpoint. They do have 17 hope. They did just level up, so they have a lot of hope to play around with. Are they going for the Posey?
I don't know. He has flames. I would unironically consider Shores here over her.
Well, we'll have to see. What are they considering?
Just be base and go Rosa.
Nope. Immediately goes
Nope.
for Posey.
Go for Posey. Yep.
I think this is a emergency out of control counter. Posey is very good on that stage, much better than Schwartz on that stage.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, but on the other side, the Cruiser on her own is really good, just for cleaning.
Yes, but
question is, do we see Wonderland? The first two are not Wonderland, and there was one more encounter at the end.
Potentially is Wonderland. Potentially could be Wonderland. It is a very early Posey pick, but I think they're really considering it as a out of control counter for in case they do get an early Wonderland, especially if they get a Node 2 Wonderland on 4-4, which is very, very, very deadly. Even for a squad, Node 2 Wonderland, it could still be deadly, depending on the floor 4 stages, the stages he gets on Wonderland. Because if he somehow unlocks into a floor 6 stage, Deep Cognition, or heaven forbid Water Fire Union, their squad will not be able to handle that stage at this point.
I don't think we actually ever saw like a Deep Cognition in the Wonderland yet. It's always the Fire on Water Drive Union.
Which is honestly like the worst of the two.
Yeah, it's people are usually just not ready with their squads for that stage. Okay, so
I mean, it's just different requirements. It's just emergency deep cognition already plays into what you're doing for ending 2 and 4 anyway, which is stalling.
yes. So this is normal Nether Sea brand, right? Couldn't really be anything special. The bleeding can be a bit scary with the.
So part of the problem is that opening the stage when you have bleed is actually very difficult. Right now they barely have a lot of ground operators. They don't have any vanguards. They don't have and they're good operator. The good operator to open with, Calcit, is also more expensive than what the stage allows you to open with. So they're considering right now what they want to open with, because if they use Yato, Vanguard Yato here to open the first flower, they will not be able to handle the first dog correctly. They might have to leak the first dog. They won't leak the first flower, but they might end up leaking the first dog. They might just be considering what is play here.
I think they leak too much if they wait for Calcet. I think it's like 3 dogs at the start. Calcet needs 28 DP. Probably gonna leak 2 or 3 if they wait for just Calcet. Maybe Cruister to open up with, starting left side. Hope she can crit while the Yato is blocking the dogs on the Originium tile, perhaps.
You can possibly just take Rooster and place her below the blue box facing right. Also,
Oh yes, that as well.
you get a lot of tiles to shoot the dogs, but you also like commit to waking the flowers early.
So they do
Oh,
decide
that's
to end up
right.
going for Cruister with Flames of Inquisition, and they might just like clear these Dodgers right away. But how do they deal with the flower? They just use U official, and then immediately, and then time it with the Yato deployment. Probably would be the smartest play. And I think they deploy Yato very soon. There is a delay for deploying U official and attacking. So they did attack, and U official stun, 7 seconds, perfect. Now the flower is stuck in no man's land for 7 seconds. Cruiser will get stunned when the flower does drop by, but that is no big deal. Cruiser's done her job. Skill is down. Enemies are down. Now they can just deploy Calcet as another healer and another body blocker in case they need a body block with monster. And they do body block with monster the next set of dogs on probably the Originium tile. Unless they don't.
Yep, that's like basically the first half of the map cleared. And
First
don't
half
think
of
yeah. So, go ahead.
First half of the map is done. They still have to deal with the second half, which arguably is a little bit harder because of the targeting that your operators have to do, right? Like Cruiser right now has to deal with the egg. Not that big of a deal at this point in time, but the next wave will start showing up. How will they deal with the onset of both the flowers and the eggs at the same time? They don't have that many ground operators, but they do have Flames of Inquisition to have a higher skill uptime.
Yep, shouldn't really be an issue for him. Just look at Cruiser destroying those predators. Like it's nothing. And leave last one alive to charge the scale. Of course, that's all calculated. And yeah, it's just a question of waking up the 2 flowers and just letting them die.
So the problem right now is how do you wake up both flowers at once? Normally you have a fast redeploy here, Texas, Yato, that is able to wake both of them up, but...
Oh, he split blocked. Oh, that was cool. Just blocked them before the operator could attack. Just retreated. We'll probably do one more time. Basically like pushing the flower a bit back so they're all together.
It is a little bit sketchy though, because they don't have a good way to stun the flowers or control the flowers or even DPS the flowers, right? Maybe Posey, but a little...
Like they're waiting for Chen to get her first.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. He probably just wants to get the skill up for the chance attack, but I'm not sure if that's like correct.
They might have to just spend like a few dice here if they even want to, and they might have to pre-dice as well, because there's not much distance between the blue box and the flowers anymore. Yato is back, so he can...
It looks like in addition to waiting for Chen, the little field that she creates, it looks like U official is also going to come up in 20.
So is he gonna block the first flower? No.
I think he'll just throw bodies at it, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that U official usually gets the...
Actually, she's probably not going to be able to survive
No,
without
it's
requirements.
It's fine. The Chalter placement is a pretty good placement because it hits 2 lanes, so Chalter will get stunned in the first lane, and then will be back up for the second lane.
Yep, more light together.
And they finally have a Vanguard.
I mean,
Elysium, right? That's Elysium pick. I would guess so, with the snipers you have already.
I mean, but with Tulip and Flames, I know he has a lot of synergy with snipers, but you have so much damage right now, and synergism with all of it. I don't know.
Immediately
And with
goes
the HR
for-
letter too.
Yeah, are they gonna send Milner with the scout? They do, or
You're right. You're right. But
Mhm.
still, possibly like he's comfortable
No-
with Ines.
no
Not
Wonderland.
the Ines with the Elysium. That's not Wonderland, right? The
It's
bottom
not Wonder.
encounter.
It's not Wonderland. It's just a regular.
All right.
So they are gonna go for the bottom one first for Blaze of Glory, and probably are gonna use
And-
the key to go up.
Yeah, and the key
for,
up.
yeah, for the extra light and for the extra collectible as well. I believe the top encounter or the top fight is Sea Cavern Sandstorm, so it's a little bit difficult with their squad again because of the bleed, right? Bleed. Very I keep saying, oh, difficult to open because of bleed, but because it is a factor in the run where bleed gets really annoying when you can't just put down your operators because they immediately die due to bleeding.
Yeah.
Hopefully
But,
they will be able to
Yeah. This pathing should really help him. He's gonna he's at Elysium for now, and he's gonna get rid of the SP lost on deploy relic too, because there was like a fortunate opportunity later, and the Scavenger Sandstorm should be fine between Calcid and Chen Ultra. Should be like enough block and damage.
But it's not that, right? It's like the opening. How do you open that stage without losing too many life seals? Because right now they're not shield stacking. Unlike last run where they were already shield stacking by the end of floor 2, they were not shield stacking this time around because they still they were not able to get extra hope from the shop. I mean, extra life from the shop. So they're it gets really dicey. No pun intended with the dice squad. For opening the stage, bleed on the spot here is like really problematic. They need another. Unironically, they might want a defender. They might want a defender voucher or another vanguard voucher to pick up an Enos and open up the stage better that way.
Yeah, I think he's gonna open with like the Cruiser and Elysium, and just block the first guy with Elysium. Cruiser has skills go up. We will see. Don't think we need to speculate much. Okay, he finally got his life.
And he gets a guard voucher, unfortunately. Goes for the dice roll. No,
That's C2 Mlinar though, right? That's pretty
no
good
piece.
to
He
do.
scouted Milnar.
Oh, that hurts then. Yeah.
So he has deathmatch. He could actually consider here for Silver Ash. Silver Ash would be a decent option as well.
With Deathmatch and Rapier, you can also take like the Neural too. And yeah, Silver Ash sounds good too. Actually,
I maybe I misread the stage, but it could also be underground. I forgot what
It looked like
underground ascension. Yeah, underground ascension. It is underground ascension.
Oh, that's the Seaborn chest too.
Mhm.
Does that really change anything, too?
I don't think so. I think you can get it very comfortably with these snipers.
Yeah,
So-
you're right.
Should be able to open the stage much easier than all the other stages. You can just put down Elysium, put down Calcit first. He probably has enough time for both Calcit and Elysium to be put down first. Yep, he does have enough time for Calcit Elysium. Normally you could just put down Elysium here and start charging, but because of the SP down relic, that is not a wise decision.
Okay, so he should actually save the Eureka for the last drifter going through the top. Otherwise, Cruiser can just shoot down all of them. And yeah, maybe he can even wake the chest up soon, right? He's going to do just that.
Yep, Chen Alter skill is still not up yet, but just needs a few more attacks for Chen Alter skill to be back up. But Monster dies from that hit, but no big deal. Spot is here, but Spot does have bleed, so probably not that bad. Spot's not going to be here for too long, especially if Cruiser is not able to activate the skill, or not able to stun them down. These drifters are very tanky, even if they are on the ground. So he needs to activate Chen skill right here.
Oh, he's gonna use Monster to drop the top.
Monster to take on the top lane, Cruiser will take care of the bottom lane and the middle lane, and stage is solved. Now, what is our voucher gonna look like? That is the better question.
Yep. Considering this was emergency, it actually looked like a normal stage. Flames of Inquisition really smooths like the skill usage out with this, and he starts stacking shield, so that's really nice too.
So finally able to start stacking shield, Fissured Restraints, minus 7% attack, but he gets another guard voucher. Really should consider picking another guard here with Deathmatch and Flames of Inquisition and Rapier. It is very like guards are more compelling. At least Silver Ash is very compelling to me. Maybe even
I would consider. Well, I mean, if it was legal, I would actually pick Executor here.
I don't believe Executor is allowed in this competition at this point in time.
Yeah, but like with the current roster, I don't really see anyone too appealing unless you're specifically going neural to counter the Pompeii maps, which he's already passed. I believe this is he's almost through floor 4, so there's not really much threat of territorial tendencies anymore. He's just looking at Water and Fire Union if he's picking
Rush is very helpful against the bosses in the like the Gravestone, for example, and so and a few more. She can like hold her own. And with the DPS, like with the Deathmatch and the Rogue Rapier, she'll actually dish out like respectable damage on the S2.
Executor?
No. Radiant Knight, like Nerl.
Oh no. I wonder what they're considering here.
I mean, they are kind of lacking. They keep lacking like good melee units. Maybe a Highmore.
It's
I think you like take 6-star every time, right?
yeah, you take the 6
like better Highmore option.
Yeah, because your 6 stars are 5 hope versus your 4 stars at 4. Much better power. Like they have more power to offer.
I mean, but like the Highmore pick is mostly just to make sure he has stable openers. So it's like
he can take Irene for that actually, maybe.
Yeah, so we're,
maybe.
Yeah.
With the Flames of Inquisition, she's pretty nuts actually.
Yeah, Flames, yeah. Yeah, actually, Irene looks pretty good here. You know, you're right.
They are taking their time on the card voucher because they are considering it. I'm not quite sure what the consideration is, to be honest, because they are on a much better hope curve. Maybe they're saving like 20 hope for like
oh, he took his reserve.
There he goes for the reserve. I think it's Blaze of Glory again. If I saw it correctly, if I saw the blip correctly.
Oh, that's
yeah,
disappointing.
it's fire. Blaze of Glory.
Do you think he will get punished and get a third card voucher in a row?
I mean, at this point, highly likely. It's normally the case is when you have HR litter, you can take more power, but especially with your squad. I mean, right?
Isn't Soup one of the contestants who got really unlucky? And or am I thinking of something? Was that Toby? So I remember someone got like 14 Vanguard and supporter vouchers on floor 4 and 5.
Yeah, yeah. I think there was someone who had like many Vanguard vouchers in a row. So it's actually quite possible.
So we're back here at Blaze of Glory, another easy stage for him. I don't believe there is a bonus enemy spawning at this stage.
No, 23 is like a normal spawn, so this stage was basically done once already with a and now the team is a bit stronger. Oh, he misplaced his Shadow.
Actually, now that I think more about the Irene pick, I'm not sure if I agree with it anymore. Yes, he has flames, but he has SP down on her, and he doesn't really have a good medic to actually heal her. Even though she does do a lot of damage, she's kind of like a glass cannon, so I can kind of see the skipping as well.
Yeah, I just feel like at this point you have enough hope, and you're basically running out of vouchers, so not picking anything is scary. That's what I'm thinking, right? Because if he gets like 2 medics now, like medic vouchers, he gets a good medic, but he's just have no melee unit to use them on actually. So So it's always like balancing between those. I think he could always just do the narrow.
He gets
so-
a supporter voucher here. Is he gonna pick a 6-star or is he gonna pick
I mean,
the
Schmaltz
Chimera?
has so much
it's
synergy.
Sculptor. And now he gets rid of the Cursor, like. Oh,
And that is Crossfire. That's Crossfire.
Oh, that's really good.
Fatal Bolt.
And he's on his
Crossfire.
way to get Determination as well.
Mhm. And so, nice Dark Knights, minus 10% HP. So Crossfire is minus 40% HP to snipers and 40 increase their attack by 40% base attack.
Oh,
Yeah,
he actually-
I think they got excited over the
Yeah, he actually didn't need it to choose, right?
Mhm.
Before we sweat players. Because that was the ending of floor 4. So far, the runs looks pretty stable. He has easy condition for floor 5, floor 6 for Izumik.
And that is Soup's first floor 4s. Now we are gonna switch over to our next participant, as per the tournament rules, which is the first player will play their first floor 4s, and then we switch over to the other participant, which is Hijkstuv. I think we might just take a little bit of time between to handle or hold on, give us a moment here. I think there might be an issue with setting up the stream right now. Just bear with us for a few minutes.
Oh, we just went directly to the other player's stream and he was watching. So we should jump to his game soon, hopefully.
All right, so our next participant is Hijkstuv from the Korean server. They were last seen playing Yato start, specialist Yato start with caster specialist. So it'll be interesting to see if they stray away from that and they do another starter, another opener. What do you guys think?
No, they're gonna stick with it. From what I've seen, they really dislike Texas. I think because their picks like Cliffheart and Ethan and Hoheak suggest that they've already fulfilled the crowd control requirements on later floors. So I think it's just gonna be Yato as per usual.
I just noticed he has on his last 48 ingots.
Oh, on the deposit. Maybe we'll see him run out today.
This was seems like this is one like pretty expensive tourney.
I don't think he'll run out. That is 6 keys to use
To go through, yeah.
That's 6 keys to go through, and most of the time you don't really use the keys to withdraw, other than the first 4 shot. You usually use your keys for combat.
Speaking of hating Texas,
And
Wait,
they go for the
would
Texas
you look
card.
at that?
So I did
Wow.
mention that they if they were gonna keep to the Yato start, due to the fact that they on their player on day 1 promos on the preliminaries they did mention that they were a Texas player, so it's not as if that they hated Texas. I believe they probably just got influenced to just play Yato, but they might have conceded that maybe Yato is a little too
Yeah,
like
maybe
changes
they've,
for drafting. It may
maybe
change.
they've just gotten their brain cells blown out yesterday because of that. I think it was like a 15 or 20-minute night stall. So maybe they just want to turn their brain off of the tourney and just go.
You know, actually, you know what's probably happened? He probably got his cattle, and then there was no like E2 Yato, only Texas, and he was like, okay, I'm going to just go with Texas.
Yeah, that is also a highly likely outcome as well, which is that some of these participants don't have second accounts to really roll on, and rolling for both a specific E2 plus a kettle or the 2 hope can be very time consuming, especially if you're playing
definitely.
on D15. It is very, very, very time consuming, and not
Can you like farm your kettle on like D1 or something, and then
Yeah.
just
Yes,
can.
Yeah.
can, but it still takes a lot of time.
Still takes a lot of time, yeah. Yeah, I think Hijkstuv also need to farm a bit in more ingots if he goes through for tomorrow's competition.
But might not have enough time for farming if they do decide to, if they do qualify for the last day. But I think that there should be no problem.
Yeah, I think this is definitely set for today. Like you said, that was like a six keys worth of ingots. So that's definitely fine. But you know, you never can be safe. Like you can go and just do like 50 or 70 ingots in like 30 minutes.
I mean, surely.
Right?
I think Toby had one run where, was it Toby or someone had a run where they had 7 keys and 7 ingots by the third boss on the
Oh, he actually did use the key to get the cash. That's okay. That's very interesting because on the map he had possibility to use the key to go through encounter, which I would generally say is kind of worth it. You can always just get your key back, or you can actually get the encounter ending, right? And I think he won't be doing this now.
So I think the consideration as well is that it is a 4 combat. No, 3 combat. I only saw the 2 combats and a bunch of encounters. So it could just be as well like a 2 combat floor. So taking the key here for a little bit more power is preferable, but we shall see.
I mean, you guys all act like the 4-1 encounters are a bad thing, but
No,
I mean,
I'm exactly like saying the other thing. I would actually use it on the encounter, right? You always just farm the endings, or you can get the dog, and that good dog is also good.
Considering Soup doesn't have Knight yet, if he just gets Knight and Izumik, I don't even know if I don't actually know what the score difference between like getting Knight versus doing Wonderland is, but I think he might not even need to do Wonderland, so that could put a lot of the burden off of him until the end of the run.
So part of what makes Wonderland debatable is that usually you have an emergency on Wonderland. Sometimes you have 2 emergencies on Wonderland, which will bring the point total closer, right? Imagine if you get, oh, they missed the Texas on the...
There's like no real reason to actually wait on the Texas here, right? It's just like, okay, you know what, maybe he will just go for the chest and get a reset of the HP on the flying end. Never mind.
Nope. His goal is straight for the flying enemy again, but they're still okay. They still have one more blocker.
I mean, in my experience, Texas can't solo the Seaborn.
He has the card, actually. He has the card with the attack speed after deployment, right? And if he can get the reset from the Dublin flying enemy, he may be actually able to do it, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, no, you're right. Maybe that's enough damage. He is hovering it.
It is very risky to go for it though, because of
well, at this point, yeah.
This is emergency mutual aid, right? So don't forget the chest also is has
you're right.
So it's probably not that worth it. He is going to use block Texas on the small bonefish to get the reset off and get a little bit more extra damage. But Texas skill did just run out and clears it. Barely clears it. They actually end up going to the chest. They might actually be off weak. So thankfully they did not go for it. So let's see what the voucher. Oh, they get the extra 6 hope from that and is able to immediately go for Milner if they want to. That is massive, especially that the next fight will push them up to 8 hope, so they will be able to get another 6-star after this fight.
And another combat too.
Okay, very good.
This is really good start. Unfortunately, no endings for him, but the 6 key. The key ready for... Oh, that's another Seaborn chest.
Whoa.
Oh, he can definitely try for this one, though.
Yeah. Although... Yeah, if Cruz is put in her usual spot, she's going to trigger it.
Might need to start charging Milnar, and he will start charging Milnar. Might just trigger it once Milnar is fully charged, and then drop a bunch of bodies on top of it. Yeah, no emergency on this floor, so the chest will be much easier to grab as well.
I mean, that's like 10 ingots for the first shop. That could be massive.
Seaborn chests are very, very, very good for the first floor. The other chest, on the other hand, debatable, very questionable, especially the spike chest if you want to deploy resources onto it.
I mean, 4 ingots is 4 ingots.
That is true, but 4 ingots is sometimes death as well, or a leak or a few HP seals, which sometimes is not worth it. But right now he has 3 shield and 8 HP seals, so they will be able to grab this chest, even if they somehow leak from because of it, which I doubt. Milner should be able to. Well, not gonna go for it. I think they're just gonna go for it at the very end.
Yeah, I think so too. He just really wants to ensure the map is clear before he goes. So he'll probably maybe just reset his taxes on the. Yeah.
Wants it to not for Milner.
Oh yeah, that is easy kill. Here comes the money.
All right, 10 ingots and 8 hope going to the shop. Are they gonna, what voucher are they gonna grab from here? Are they gonna get from here another medic voucher? Do you think they should go for the cal set? Or are they gonna go for a reserve buff? Probably just gonna go for a reserve buff at this point because you can get another medic voucher from the shop. So the consideration is there. You can also grab another Vanguard, which they are offered.
That's concentration on top right.
Yeah, it's a concentration for 24, like 2 rounds in a row.
Are they going for the Enos? They are going for the Enos playstyle. Are they going to go for the coffee beans? Coffee beans.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, I just want to say that coffee beans is really good. Mr. Boom is really nice as well to have.
So they are considering it, but it's not an instant buy for them because they might want to refresh their shop first.
That's a 6.
And they will get the 6 on it, but they do get a 5-star free promotion, and they have a caster ticket, but no more, no hope to promote, like to really grab anything, right? So they're just gonna grab anything, Durin, maybe grab the free pre-promoted 5-star, maybe it's good. Or they could also go for, I believe that is
5 shields or 4 shields, the Durin. And the books, I'm not sure about the books.
I can't tell what the medic
you get the pre-promoted baseline.
Wait, he can't take that. He can't take that.
You can't take that.
That's 3 points though, right?
It's 3 points.
It is. But,
it is 3 points. 18 ingots for 3 points, I guess.
I mean, sometimes you just don't.
Not very worth it in my opinion. Really would like to have used.
I mean, but if that was Neural, that would have been really nice there, actually.
Yeah, it could be. It hurts like.
Concentration disorder. That is not bad. He is afforded 2 encounters and potentially could go for the commission or for an emergency. Might be worth it. Oh, Cursed Relic.
Okay, all right, let's see it.
Goes for the Cursed Relic.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, man. Okay.
Not punished for packing a Cursed Relic. In fact, he's rewarded for Cursed Relic, and he gets an emergency floor 1 emergency for encounter instead. So basically, it's an encounter stage for him to get a little bit more XP, a little bit more, like 1 more collectible and 1 more voucher.
His relics are cracked, but he's going into 4-3, and he still hasn't gotten Kerula memory. So Flashing Swords.
That Flashing Sword is still 35 attack speed for his whole team.
It's gonna be 70 attack speed when it reaches 4-3. So,
okay, so this run is now basically, does he get any endings at this point? And if he gets only like 1 of them, does he actually like reset for a possibility of getting both?
I mean, with knowing his opponent is also on a single ending, it might put a little bit less pressure on him to get the double ending, because if you somehow do not get double like a single ending for your second run, right? Like if you get the knight and you roll the snake eyes and then you don't get Karula, the ending 4 encounter, you're pretty much it's pretty much over. There is no recourse for you to take, so it is a consideration for him to not be able to just keep his run, just don't reset. What do you guys think?
Well, I think like he's even more pressured to just get 2 endings now, because that's basically, if he can clear those 2
win.
endings, that's guaranteed victory, basically, right?
Yep.
And he can definitely see that Soup with the Flames of Inquisition is his run is basically very high chance of clearing.
Yes, there's a very good chance of clearing ending 4 right now, but that's not to say Hijkstuv is not also basically guaranteed to clear ending 4 because of Flashing Swords.
Yes,
Flashing Swords.
but now you're gambling with like getting Wonderland or not. So maybe resetting for a second chance to get double ending just feels better. That's another like hope.
Oh,
for him.
He's able to E2 his Milnar from this. He could E2 his Milnar from this, but he will level up. He will get 5 hope, so he can recruit another 6-star from his next voucher. So it is worth it. Only consideration though is that his Milnar is currently concentration disorder, right? Goes for this.
Roll for the chest. I would not do that.
He's trying to high roll right now. That's why he's doing plays that normally he wouldn't do because he's trying to high roll, right?
Yeah.
Roll what? He doesn't need anything else, right?
I mean, it's a point of like he wants to get more stuff, so he has more reasons to keep the run. I think that's like his logic at this point, right?
Yeah, he's trying to high roll even higher, right? Like right now, he already has flashing, so it's really good. But can you high roll higher? Yes, you can, and he gives him some more opportunities to do so. And right now, the consideration of picking a reserve up here, which is actually I think this is the correct play. It's not do not E2 your Milnar. He's literally.
I mean, if you're gonna roll for the chest, that probably means you're not saving a dice roll in case Milnar gets. Oh no, he already has concentration.
Yeah, Milnar already has. What I was saying was that the consideration here is you don't really need Milnar for the next floor because of your flashing swords, right? Flashing swords in as Texas plus like your E1 Cruiser or E1 Cruise probably is enough to like do most of floor 3. So he is thinking like, oh, if I'm just gonna scout Milnar because I really do not want concentration on Milnar. Concentration on Milnar basically makes your Milnar just rapid fire, and you really don't want that. You want to be able to control your timings, otherwise it makes certain stages like very hard to deal with. Like for example, Mechanical Menace on a concentration Milnar is basically impossible for you to count on your Milnar to do any damage to the drones when he usually like solo carries that stage by himself.
Yeah, it's also always an issue, like you get any SP region relics and his buff is like out of things now. Yeah, so yeah, the concentration like hurts him. Okay, another question.
Sniper voucher. Does he go for?
I think he goes for Chen Ultra. Like no reason to not to go for her, right? Maybe he will save for like medic.
I mean, there's still one more fight, and he could also just save it. But we'll see if he does decide to go up.
Yeah, Cruiser. I was gonna say Cruiser has a lot of synergy with this currently, but like he doesn't necessarily need anything else.
Remember that he is caster specialist squad, so he's also considering that maybe just wait for a specialist, maybe wait for a caster. Just another chest.
Completely fair to like. It's really early for Chen, so you don't really like go hard on getting her right now. You can save the hope for like for the specialist or maybe caster, as like you said.
Emergency floor 2 stage. What they will get here. No endings yet though. Ooh, voiceless summons. Emergency. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. Just he Texas.
I was gonna say like the Cruiser pick was mostly because like he needs encounters on floor 3 right now. I don't think even if a scout pops up, it's very unlikely he's going to be able to comfortably send Miner away. I think. So kind of wants like a secondary carry that can actually stay on the field. Enos and regular Cruise are kind of doing that job right now, but some of the floor 3 maps might demand a little bit more power.
Yeah, definitely. Like if he gets the bishop boss too.
Yeah, but he's I think he's saving hope at this point in time. Like he probably is going to be forced to select another operator at the next function. Because right now I don't believe that his comp will be able to clear Sanguinarch and leaking forward, leaking backwards.
I mean, he can survive leaking forwards, but yeah.
Yeah, Sanguinarch is pretty much at that sentence for him, even with 15 HP and 15. Not a very fun stage if you don't have specific counters for it. But we'll see what he is looking forward to draft. Like right now, he has passed on the sniper voucher. He has passed on the E2 Milner, like promotion. Maybe he's looking for another medic voucher for a Calcit, maybe, or I know he's not looking for a defender voucher. Maybe a Sophie.
Honestly, I can see him doing Sanguinary. Yeah, like he will have another stack for with the cross swords, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he has the card. He can actually use like Texas S2 and clear most of the mobs.
Mm-hmm.
And his healing should be okay with just the reserve caster and the flashing swords.
Oh,
No, crystal.
what he does get a specialist voucher? Does he get a pre-promotion?
I don't.
That'd be-
Yeah, this is kind of the worst time for a King's Crystal. Arguably the best if you don't mind going down to 1 HP, but he just got shields online.
Yeah, he does not get a pre-promotion, but does he still pick a unit an operator?
His run starts to look like a reset.
No, I don't think it is still a reset, but
No,
potentially.
not at this point, of course. You definitely just check for the endings, like on the next floor, but it's like more and more, not falling into together.
I mean, what do you mean? Why do you think? Why do you think so? I think
Oh,
right
he
now
got the
he's in
King's
a-
Crystal. It's making him like he's actually thinking about not picking it, right? So
About
he has no
King's Crystal?
endings. The
Yeah.
King's Crystal is kind of makes you, oh, so I'm actually losing on this relic, or I'm taking it and I'm going to play on like 6 shields and 1 HP later. The specialist is not pre-promoted.
I mean, I think that's just very shallow thinking right now. I think his run is really strong for entering floor 3. Most squads entering floor 3 would not have this many, this much power entering floor 3. He has 4 6-stars, mind you, and he still has 5 hope and is about to level up from the next combat, which is the next combat in.
He does take it.
Yeah, which is the next combat in floor 3. So he has squad size, or he goes for attack pace. Goes for pace, gets a increased attack with the higher HP, and he gets 1 more stack for flashing swords. No rejection here. He gets 1, 2
You get
encounters.
2 encounters.
Potential for 2 encounters.
Or
But
the
there
scout.
is a scout there. So if he gets the ending right here, right
Oh,
now,
it is Separation and Unity, the boss stage.
he goes for the
Oh,
ending. Gets the ending
okay, he
4.
got the ending.
Okay, so now what is the
That's
plan?
Vanguard. I mean, it's like you just well, that is regular Sanguinarix, but with this much attack speed should be a-okay.
Should be absolutely okay. Yeah,
So-
I think you definitely go and check the emergency,
Mhm.
at least. And the question is that, are you okay with just getting the 4th ending, and you will go with the scout node to get his miner up, or do you just check the encounter? Try again for the knight at least, or maybe
They-
the Carlos armor.
They might consider looking at the emergencies for the emergency first and see what relics they get, and they might consider
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
you just go for an encounter or not after that.
I think he's definitely like going for all his 4 moves. Like you have nothing to lose. You just don't die here. You have so much HP, so even if you make some mistakes, you just don't die, and you can always reset if he needs to. So he will make use of all of his use before he considers the reset. Because it's still a flashing sword run. He now has the ending as well. So yeah.
Mhm. But I mean, the fact that he's still looking at the stage means that he's not even certain about Sanguine Archery, because it is a very
Definitely
different.
fine. I think
he-
he's fine with the S2 Texas, which he just shreds.
I actually
much
don't
attack speed.
know if S2 or S3 is better still. Even with flashing swords, consider that S3 like hits 3 targets with the swords, even after the first initial stun.
You will the deploy of the S2 just hits everyone,
Yeah, that's true.
and with the reset, like the rest shard is doing a lot versus these enemies.
I don't think do the Reborn Creations have any res? I think it's just like damage reduction, right?
Is it? I think it's like a
Maybe
silly
it's
number.
both. Well, cause well, actually, let me check this.
Mm-hmm.
What are they called? Do I just search up Reborn Creation?
It's like Sanguinar's Gift or something.
Yeah, right now, not really taking too much problems because of
Yeah,
the
he's so
flashing
much
swords.
attack speed. Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah, like these guys are just dying to casual attacks.
But
He
here's
didn't-
where the problem is, right? If he doesn't take care of
Yeah,
this bar right away, then necrosis damage will stack. But before you even
Yeah,
touch
Wiki,
it, the front
Wiki,
line,
Wiki is saying that the little slug guys have 10 res base, so
Oh, okay, so it's just a damage reduction.
yeah, they look like they have a lot of res, but surprisingly not.
Yeah, I know, just because yeah, in the past usually they just gave things like 3000 defense and 90 res, and you know at this point you just need to reduce the damage taken to actually have an impact.
Sanguinarch, that's like the Sanguinarch boss moment. He really reflects his creations.
Yeah, but yeah, just looking at how this clear went, I think he can do emergency basically the same way, right? He didn't actually even needed to deploy Texas for the left side at all. He just cleared the machine from the right.
That's true.
I think Texas actually put a lot of pressure on the left side down.
From the like in the start, yeah. Okay, that's
All right. We are
sniper or
able
defender.
Wonder what he picks here. Does he go for a sniper to cover his more range and take advantage of a flashing swords here, or to go for the defender? To go for the defender. What do they pick for defender? Is it gonna be another?
Oh,
Or will they go for a spot for a healer? I mean, spot is pretty comfortable in their squad, especially with the reserve medic as the only
and
healer.
he also works with the flashing sword, right?
Scaling with attack speed to scale up the healing as well. Not a bad idea, but I think
Oh,
they
but
just gonna
he went
go
actually
for-
reserve defender.
So where
That's-
are they going?
I think
for
that's
it?
Vortex down on the bottom.
Right, emergency vortex down below. Not the most free stage, because normally you can just set Milnar to take a lot of aggro from the caster, but because he is on auto skill, he will probably die if he activates his skill.
Well,
with-
Texas cleans up like 90% of the map on normal, so I think he'll be fine with flashing.
Mhm. Alright, so bottom right spawn for the caster. There is I believe 2 spawn locations for the caster, either bottom right or the left side. We have the right side spawn this time. So are they going to drop Milnar? Oh, they are dropping Milnar very aggressively. They really want to kill the Broodmother when it comes out, as it comes out. So very, very, very aggressive placement here. Here comes the Broodmother in time for Milnar to activate his skill, and Milnar and Ines going to work.
That's really good timing.
And Milnar keeps his stacks.
Yep, this squeaky toy skill. Still really powerful, actually.
Alright, next Broodmother is here. Milnar skill is activated. Texas to keep stunning the Broodmother so that it doesn't drop an enemy on top of Milnar, so Milnar doesn't hit it. And then the last enemy will just have to be the caster. Caster is here. Ines hides so that it's only Milnar that takes the damage. Start taking damage. Start dealing the damage here. Stun. Oh, they need to kill it right here before it reaches the front line. Very good. Very good clear.
Yep, clean clear. See what the relic is. And also what voucher is he getting?
He is about
it's
to get the
deployment
deployment.
limit.
Ines E2 looks like.
Oh,
Oh, actually, Milner E2. I forgot he's
neither
not
E2 too, but he maybe still wants to possibly get like a
He's deciding.
the scout node. Like he's
I
not,
wonder
I don't think he's getting the scout node from this floor, but there's always like 4-4 or 4-5. 4-4.
But like, yeah, but it's
4-4,
risky
4-4.
to but it's risky to send Miner away on 4-4.
It depends where exactly like the node spawns. At least there's no boss, right?
Goes for the Enos because he feels like he just needs to set
And
Milner
it goes
later on.
for Encounter and
Encounter,
Careless
no.
Arbor.
No
Okay.
ending. So this would be, I believe, 4.
This is his last move on this
4
floor.
Yeah, 4 stacks of flashing swords for a grand total of 140 attack speed. If they go for this, this is a lot of attack speed. But there is no ending. Are they going for the shop first before the potential reset?
Okay, and with this,
consideration?
he's basically committed, right?
So you get the HP, the -2 DP, increased HP book for a specialist. Very, very, very big specialist book in my opinion. It gives the specialist extra 2 less DP, and it scales. Oh, and he gets a card voucher to eat to his Milner potentially if he could go for it, or he could go for Vampire's Bed, which increases his HP by like.
I'm not sure if the Vampire Bed is that good with the King's Crystal, right? He's gonna lose that HP pretty quick too. Pretty quick.
That is true, but he does also get the precision book for snipers for increased 20% attack. So right now he is considering, okay, do I reset? Do I continue to run? Because right now his run is very, very, very strong. It's very,
Yeah,
very,
I
very
think the shop is already like 5th move, so he definitely needs to continue now. So
Oh, he can't reset now?
No, he can
I
reset.
think the shop was like the 5th.
No,
Never mind. It
you
changed.
can-
I'm sorry. Yeah, he can reset anywhere on for free, right?
Yeah, for all
Yeah,
our viewers
okay.
watching, the
I'm sorry.
reset rules change for the top 8. Reset, you can all participants are able to reset anytime before the floor 3 boss. So he is considering right now whether he wants to reset or not. He still has
So-
one speed. He still has one dice.
The real
and
question is whether okay, he's taking wait, what?
he might
No,
be
it's just
a
the 3
reset
points.
angle.
It's just the 3 points.
3
you know.
points might be a
That's-
reset angle.
I guess he has King's Crystal, so he's not really strapped on ingots.
Exactly. Okay, so would you guys reset or no?
I would not reset.
I think I would keep going.
I would keep going.
Yeah,
You
I'm the-
remember
I'm the-
that Hijkstuv also has the advantage of being able to see like how well soups score 5 and 6.
You're right. But still, it's like a gambling of who gets the basically who gets the Wonderland. If both of them gets Wonderland, you're still not guaranteed to win.
Right.
But your run is strong. You have the flashing sword with a lot of stacks. You have the King Crystal to give you hope and crystals what you need. So you shouldn't be actually like losing. So the 7 shields should be hopefully enough to keep you afloat.
I think the King's Crystal right now is doing him a solid because he is able to develop his squad like really, really, really well. Like his squad is like very well developed for the end of floor 3.
And with the flashing sword, that's just basically making him strong enough to not leak ever.
Yeah, so his it's a combination of a very, very, very strong. His flashing swords allows him to have like the combat stability that he requires, and then the King's Crystal to give him the what is that term called? Like the economy to continue to sustain like his snowball upwards.
Yep. Okay, so the only thing that he's currently like scared of is very early floor for Wonderland, basically.
Like no 2 or 4 Wonderland is gonna be very, very, very difficult for him. But with 4 E2s being Milnar, 3 E2s, Milnar, Texas, and Enos, doesn't look like there's anything to be worried of at this point in time. Especially with the fact that they will level up after this stage. With the King's Crystal, I think they will be at 8 hope for the end of the floor, and depending on the collectible, they might just like if they get one more damage collectible, like Vanguard Blade or even better Avenger, be really, really, really strong for his run. So we have separation and unity, I believe, in front of us.
I think the bishop is scared to walk further in the like golden light. I think he's just scared.
Understandable.
The biggest problem right now with this stage is Milner skill is down and the bishop's moving. You need to stall the bishop right now with
Actually, maybe Cruz will just kill.
Yeah,
that is a lot of
between Ina's skill. Yeah, that's quite possible. He will just die. Yeah.
Also, that's funny. The Scorpion's getting perma-stalled by Weedy because of the attack
I
speed.
didn't actually know. Oh, yeah, with the attack speed, of course. I was like, wow, you can do that. But with 140 attack speed, you can do that.
I mean, the Scorpion goes flying when Knight pushes, and that's forced.
and he gets
Oh, that's
cylinder.
cylinder, right?
35% attack to range
Ranged units. Yeah.
range unit. So this will make his healers that much more better, his calcet that much better, that much stronger. But he is given a Vanguard guard,
And guard, which is probably like no one. Maybe flag bearer. Okay, never mind.
It's probably
yeah,
gonna be
though.
Vanguard.
He has
up
defense.
front.
He has defense. I think he has so much. His synergies went from just everybody to it's leaning more towards snipers now. So he really wants that right now.
Oh, encounter really early. I don't see Wonderland.
I don't.
There's no Wonderland.
There's no Wonderland, but the encounter early could be like ending. That would be really unlucky.
And
Okay,
is there
good.
an encounter? You're gonna go gamble for it? They gambled, they won the second one. Are they gonna go for the third? 19
I
ingots.
don't think you need that. But
And they
yeah.
didn't.
I
They
don't know.
went for it. And they didn't go for the forced emergency because forced emergencies are very scary.
This is Nest.
Yeah, but normal nests without knight to lose to is completely fine. I think. I think he should maybe just take the medic, the reserve one. But probably feels confident enough without.
Texas S2 should just rip everything apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reap should kill all the brood mothers, no problem. And then Enos.
Oh, it's Hunting Ground. Sorry, because it's 4/4. But yeah.
Yeah. No worries. Oh, that's just a cruise.
Cruise opener, baby.
Texas definitely destroyed that brood mother, but Cruz here with the cylinder is gonna be really potent.
Oh my
Cylinder,
god.
and don't forget. This isn't just Cylinder though. He also has the plus 20% attack for snipers.
Yeah, and the flash as well. Like, who said you cannot clear D15 with only 3 stars?
Yeah. I mean, that reminds me of, I remember someone did like a reserve op only for IS2. I was very impressed. So surely you can do the same here.
Just leak the boss and kill everything else.
With enough relics, I guess you can really do anything, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Just get the lucky relics. But yeah, okay. I'd never have thought that I would see basically Cruz soloing the right side of the hunting grounds on her own. Like, she gets help, but she doesn't really need it, right? Maybe for the demolishers.
Yeah,
It's
pretty simple stage so far with enough attack speed. And one Texas deployment handles both brood mothers very well done. And then Milner skill is up for the last wave, which is also really good timing. And that is the end of Hunting Grounds. Let us see what voucher you get. So on floor 3, you are usually offered 2 vouchers, and then you can pick one of the 2 vouchers.
He's
But on
1
floor
XP off going up, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
But on
Doesn't
floor,
matter, yeah.
but on floor 4, you can only get you only normally get like one voucher. No deciding between what voucher you get. So
Morgan.
picking Morgan.
Heli drop Dreadnought, I guess. Her shield just goes away so quickly, though.
I can't say I
don't really
I'm
know.
impressed by Morgan too much.
Yeah, it says in the skill description it decays over 6 seconds. I think it's 8 at M3, but that's like so short for what's supposed to be a heli drop skill.
It is something that they could potentially go for, but I wonder if they might just consider taking hope as well because they are about to level up. There is no
Maybe
requirement-
Bite
there is no requirement for them to immediately to get power, right? Because of the fact that there's no Wonderland. They could just take their time, like taking as many comments they want from 4-4, get stack as much light, and then get Termination on 4-5. Maybe get Reality as well on 4-5. That would also be really good for
4 points, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to consider like Pompeii draft picks, but it's probably not necessary.
Well, it's not that scary because you don't have a knight to lose, right? So the worst case scenario, you lose like shield.
They might not go for the. I don't think they're gonna go for the emergency. Not until.
I think with only one key, you just don't.
That is, I think it's emergency Ember Phalanx up top, but yeah, they don't want to spend the key.
Ember Phalanx. It's
Or not Phalanx, God, the other Dublin map.
Guns.
The Blaze of Glory.
Blaze of Glory. Sorry, I got those two. I keep getting maps mixed up, man. And now we're on the Territorial.
No, that's the cursed chest style.
Alright, so how do they position their operators here? They put crews like further back, but they instantly undeploy. But I guess they're just gonna rely on the Ines to basically clear the one single lane of traffic that is all the spiders and all the slugs.
So will we see like Mineral deployment to align perfectly with the Pompeii spawning?
That's going to be difficult too, because remember that when Pompeii spawns, there is also a drone wave as well, right? So it's going to be very hard to keep Milner alive, especially with drones spawning right on top of Milner. And with E1 Cal, it's very difficult to like heal him, especially in that position. Maybe if it was an E2 Cal, maybe they could potentially reach it, but at this point in time, I think they're just chilling. Yeah, with enough attack speed, they don't reach your front line, and they don't reach your front line. Your medics don't really need to be that powerful. So E1 Cal is certainly fine, but I'd like to see them pick up like a real medic or E2 their Cal. I wonder what their priority would be like for picking a medic. If it's like a promotion first or E2 first. Goes for the pushback so that Pompeii is not in range of his operators, so that his healing requirements is even lower, but honestly probably is not even required. Alright, Cruz taking down all the enemies other than Pompeii at this time. Undeploys Cruz because Cruz probably can't punch Pompeii's defense.
I mean, she was critting for 2k. I think she actually could.
2K against low defense mobs is a little bit of a different story, right? But right now, I think he just wanted to push up to Milner's attack range sooner rather than later. Because the healer is just an E1 Cal, so even with attack speed, it might not, like with the dot damage, the priorities will get drifted a little bit. But he get a sniper, and he is sitting on 15 health. Is it time to pick up his trophy? Because
I would say so.
Is it not Posey here? Yeah, I was about to say, because like his only map that he's afraid of with picking Texas over Yato is Out of Control, yeah?
It is a good pick. It is a good pick to combat Out of Control. I'm just wondering if usually how do you handle the bottom right lane with your squad in the league?
Yeah, I think his Ines is actually strong enough to solo basically the bottom lane
with
so much attack speed.
With 2000 defense though, it requires a little bit more assistance, right? He has no supporters right now, no sculptor to buff his attack, so it's a little bit questionable. But Rosa is also really good because they can probably attempt to do a fast speed into Rosa S2, just kill the boss with that like one skill rotation maybe, and then just draft a heavy rain potentially. With enough attack speed.
Rosa is actually not really that good against Jellies, right? Because she doesn't get the bonus damage against Jellies.
Yes,
but otherwise, I would really like that pick.
I'm talking about like killing the boss. Just go for.
Yeah, she's really great about against everything that's not like a 4/6 boss basically.
They might go for the scout here, scout the VD. I think that is scout for VD and head kill guaranteed E2. Or maybe they scout Rosa instead.
Maybe they scout Minor because they really hate concentration on him.
Seems like he's just fine.
And they get shoes,
Okay.
the black shoes. We get
Black shoes this time. It could be useful on Lunar sometimes. Oh, that's the...
And it's time, because we're at the end of floor 4, it is time for us to switch over to
Back.
our first contestant.
Soup. He was boiling. He's now a broth, so he's ready.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm really interested how this will go. So we just first thing we have to check is like the Wonderland, because that's the big question, right? Because that's the last big source of points.
So both participants
Yep.
right now have really strong relics for combat. Well, not just combat, but they both have ending 4s, like drafted. Soup has Flames of Inquisition plus HR letter to basically they're able to draft anything, like that's their combat for Flames of Inquisition, and they have attrition with and sustain with the HR letter, right? So their whole curve is so much better. But Hijkstuv's not far behind with King's Crystal and for his
That's
sustain.
no Wonderland.
I don't believe I see a Wonderland. Oh, there is Wonderland right there.
There is. Okay. And
Wonderland.
and there's like one more encounter behind it, so that should guarantee the ending as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really good. He just needs to. He's 75 lights, so he shouldn't.
Although
like,
wait, isn't this the run where he took the medic, reality?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I saw the book.
It was the reality.
Okay, so maybe he actually goes bottom side. Not only is he afraid of the top side emergency potentially, he also doesn't want that encounter to override.
That's a bit unlucky, because if he goes bottom, gets the ending, then he actually gets the ending, but there's no determination. But if he goes top, then he doesn't guarantee. Well, there's not such a big chance for the ending, and it's also forced emergency, right?
So he really what Soup really wants to do is he wants to take one more combat before taking that encounter, so he would be at 9 light in case he
to get the determination.
he will get the encounter for the final encounter for proccing the ending 4 fight. If that encounter usually gives you choices depending on a choice for collectibles depending on how much light
Also,
you
there's
have.
the question of can he even do a reality? He has the plus 50% defense. Call. With this squad, he doesn't have like crazy relics, right?
He had pretty decent one, and also the Dark Knight.
It's just like he has trouble surviving on reality, I think.
That's the thing. Yeah. He probably trouble. He has Minor too, right?
Yeah.
So he can use the top lane.
Yeah. It's just his attack gets debuffed.
Well,
We'll see.
his skill is. We will see. Also, a scouter. Okay, I think he can actually do reality. Maybe not leagueless, but he can definitely do it.
I don't know, man. I just don't see any of his range units surviving, like at all.
No, he can save a bit of DP and deploy like a Gala into monster and then start like working with that. But we will see. I remember that the Leakless Reality was the last relic unlock for me when I was completing every relic and through.
Yep.
And fishing for it for days.
Almost as bad as Pathfinder, Finn.
I got like 3 Pathfinders before I got Reality. Sometimes, the game just hates you for something specific. Okay, the question is, I think he's contemplating about taking the top flat, and then there's like a forced emergency there, right? So he's probably thinking about like what emergency can he do, cannot do, if it's worth it, not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the ending for encounter takes precedence over reality. So it's still a low chance. So if he thinks he can do whatever emergencies up top, he should probably go top instead of risking it on bottom.
Well, yeah, but the emergencies are scary, right? He has the defense call.
Surely he just gets like Piper's call or something and it's fine.
True. Or like spread, it's always a spread.
Actually, we've only seen like a couple spread emergencies here, right?
Yeah, not really that many. I think we actually saw like a bit of every emergency. Most fun is always like Ubi.
Yeah, Ubi emergency. Oh, he does go bottom side.
Oh, and instantly punished with visual. Okay, but his ending is guaranteed, right? This doesn't really diminish his chances of clearing the ending. But it makes, the game would be a bit more comfortable if he actually had, determination. Still, considering he has a shop after this fight, that's also like a good bunch of points for him.
Yeah, if he can do the emergency.
No, he went bottom, so there's no emergency, right?
Oh.
Yeah, he went encounter into fight into shop, and so that should be like easy picking for him. Not sure how many ingots exactly does he have, but should be enough to guarantee like a bunch of points. So how does he get rid of the drifters from the top with this
I guess
setup?
just let Cruister tank a few shots and then hope she stuns on the way down. So it's that Sculptor's dying.
If she's E1, like no defense, right?
Oh, she died so fast she couldn't bait
The call, yeah. Yeah, because there's already like 2 of the drones ready. Man, the skin is so pretty.
I like it a lot more than her current skin, but I just can't bring myself to convince myself that I'm spending another 24 OP on her.
Oh, fortunately I have still a huge sack of OPs.
Bro, my OP stash is permanently going down. It's I think it's at like 90 right now.
Oh. I still can do like, I don't know, chapter 8 challenge modes or something.
Bro.
I think I did it like the only Tawla and Mephisto, and I was like, okay, I'll do the rest somewhere else, and it's like 3 years already.
When you need emergency funds.
Exactly. Okay, that's the last 2 enemies. So just like clear. Okay. So what does he need? With the Flames of Inquisition, he should kind of start getting to VD as well. Maybe he should trouble himself with what boss is in the Wonderland and what he can or cannot clear.
Yeah, his only... He can do...
He can E2 his Culture now.
Yeah, I mean... or wait, his Calcet's also E1, right?
Yeah, dude, that's right too. I would say that Sculptor is like bigger.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially with Hemopoetic.
But then again, with the defense up, maybe he considers like the true damage from monster could be of use and the AoE stun. No, his Calcet is actually E2.
Oh wait.
Oh, the E1 is in the other player's run.
Oh, okay. Wait, so what is he considering here?
That's a good question. Maybe he's like considering a friend or something.
I mean, at that point.
Oh, that's
Damn.
Oh wow, he cannot take that.
Damn, that would have been so good.
She's really comfy to have. Yeah, that's the Warframe. Like, I mean, at this point you have committed to medics, right? So. It doesn't really need Telesis for anything.
Yeah, with flames, she doesn't really do a lot. Her only pick would be if you really were afraid about concentration, but Soup has shown that he's handling it pretty well so far.
Oh, this is like this classical Soup voucher, man. It's happening again. When we have actually no idea what he's thinking about, and he's just doing this 6D chess with us and thinking, checking relics, checking voucher, checking relic, checking voucher, thinking again.
Yeah, I mean, like, you've already committed to the medic voucher. The choice is warfare. There's no one else.
You know, he's like, okay, if I get losses, I have this region and an emergency Ubisomnia, I can do this instead of this, and meanwhile we're like here. Which is good? Well, this is better, this is good.
Yeah.
It sometimes feels like that.
Or
64 ingots. 64 actually.
Ooh.
That's a lot to go through. Okay, got the books. I think it was a Vanguard book and E2 Pause.
Looks like that was a Defender and Caster book, but...
Oh, the Rusted Iron. Should take that, right? And
you
buy
take the hammer.
anything. You take the hammer and buy everything. And you still have like even to spare. Screaming Cherry. What's the hand?
I think that's the Hand of Buckler, the Decel Binder one. The one for Gnosis.
Yeah. Decel Binder and Hexers, right? Okay, that's free side.
Yeah. Decel Binder, Hexer... What's the last one?
That's
Abjurer.
It's Abjurer. Don't think I've like used Abjurer for a long time.
I would raise a Quercus if I actually had her in my account for IS4.
Oh, you don't have... Wow. I actually have Silence raised.
Quercus is in the yellow search shop, so no excuses, right?
Quercus? What? She's in the yellow cert? Oh, right now? Well, I'm not buying her for yellow certs.
Oh, so... Is that so?
Wait, is that the heavy shooter hand?
Yes, that's the heavy shooter. It's actually right. It's the heavy shooter and besieger hand.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Hey,
That's
with Poziomka, that's really nice to have also.
Okay.
Okay, so is there something specific you want to take, or do you just take like side rocker? Maybe thinking about Silver Ash or someone else.
Yeah, if he's worried about tanking for, like, if he gets Fost, maybe he could consider SA, but...
Should be E2 Elysium, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Is there another Myrtle?
Oh, Myrtle.
I mean, Enos is still good. This is still the run with like a bunch of DPS relics for melee, right? Yeah, so... I mean...
She works really well with the flames also.
Bro, he's doing 5D chess again.
Yeah, at this point I'm just like waiting for him to pick because there's way too much thought going into this. I'm not sure what like he's considering. This was actually opportunity to E2 any guard too, right? He didn't.
Oh, please, not more scrolling.
You're probably thinking of wild main. It's either wild main or Elysium, or maybe go for bagpipe for an extra blocker.
Yeah, and he even like
If you're going bagpipe, you might as well go Ines. I think well, it's a little early for wild main is all I'm thinking, and he wasn't even hovering it, so I don't even know if that's a consideration.
That or a
but
great
it's
ball-
definitely
great ball counter too.
it's like a really good point. So I must live with wild main.
He might
But,
also go for another DP generator with Myrtle or with Myrtle, because he's also thinking like maybe if he gets Gravestone, does he have enough DP, right? That's another consideration too. Because right now his DP situation is very lacking for Gravestone. Elysium is not though.
Even Elysium definitely not. E2 should be probably fine actually.
No, it's not enough.
It's not? Alright.
It's not enough. It's not enough. With how many operators he has, so his damage relic, right, is mainly Tulit right now for Gravestone. Not many Seaborns to use Flames of Inquisition on, so you have to deploy your operators early, really early. You can't do that on Gravestone without two Vanguards. You really want two Vanguards on Gravestone to clear it comfortably. Milnar alone will not be able to clear it. Fozzy alone will not be able to clear it. You need more, at least like 10 Milnar Pawsey, and that should be able to one cycle Gravestone.
I mean, actually, I think with how much relics he has, I think just Chen Linar is enough.
So part of the problem is with only one Vanguard, you will not be able to deploy both. So picking a second Vanguard here is very is required.
I mean, did we not see this exact situation yesterday, where someone had if they did go with the E2 Elysium, they had the SP battery as well, and if they weren't scared of the rest of the map and just deployed Milner into Chen, I think it would have worked.
Yes,
No, it wasn't yesterday. It was day 2 of quarterfinals.
Yes, but like SP battering the Elysium is actually not ideal. Like your DP generators is actually not very ideal because of how the stage just zergs you with enemies, right? You really want to DP battery your channel, because channel also will handle the one lane, and then you will have something for the next lane after that. If you just DP battery your DP generator, you kill Gravestone, but you might just die because
Actually, Milnar's hitting he's doing basically double damage right now. Actually, no, Milnar Chen is maybe even just Milnar Elysium S2 or debuff from Typewriter.
Yeah, well, he has the die and the Sieger and Heavy Shooter Relic too, right? So he actually needs to only do 80% of the damage to finish the boss. So I think between Posey and Miller, he can do enough damage to the boss. But it depends if he can clear the wave comfortably too. But well, no need to debate about this because he actually took the Miracle Ride, so he should be completely fine in case of Gravestone at this point.
Yeah,
You can see that he has the damage, and now he ensured he has the DP too. So what about the other bosses? Like
he has no problem.
Fake Nova is no issue, right?
Yeah. Fake Nova's a little bit of an issue actually. He has no what do you call it? Like his healing situation is not very good, and if you get predation, yeah, you have a Fake Nova will be very difficult with the current squad, because you don't have you really just want to be like dodging Fake Nova the whole time, like burst him down with Milner's first phase. And
well, with Minor doing double damage, you just kill Fake Nova before she can get to your healers, right?
I think it's only about the first part when you put down Mineral and let Fake Nova hit Mineral as she walks down and he's charging. But I think with Calcin he could probably live that, and after that you deploy like Skadi and his healing should be fine when the Skadi is charged.
But like that's just normal, right? But I'm talking about Predation Nova. Predation Nova is gonna be very difficult with this squad.
Bruh.
Alright, rolls a 7, gets Painful Happiness, still
Takes
goes
it.
for it. And gets E2 with his Scotty. Go for Wonderland.
Okay,
What
let's go for Wonderland, and let's see the emergency if there's one.
It's a 7, gets
Oh,
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment!
That's the ranged res and defense.
That's really decent one.
and he gets
That
Hunting
would actually really help for the gravestone.
No, this he got Hunting Group. So,
What was the
Is that the-
bottom?
I think that's Surging Feast at the bottom, and I think that's Divine Speed in the middle. Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
Divine Speed really
gets an
helps.
extra relic, and
It's Arcaz Royal
No
Treaty.
damage from
Ooh.
Starka's enemies.
double
Wow.
emergency. Double emergency. Does he go for double forced emergency?
I think he should.
Oh, he goes for Sculptor S1. Is this emergency water fire union? I feel like
No, this is Pool of Procreation.
Oh,
If you look at the map.
Okay, never mind then.
Did he check the
What?
boss yet?
He did.
I think he covered it. I didn't see the. I think I didn't see what it was though.
It is. It's Hunting Group.
Hunting. Oh, okay.
So how does he go with the hunting group though?
Well,
I think he has one like defense relic.
he has Calcit, and that is enough. Milnar is not gonna be in play in that stage anyway, so he's gonna be.
Yep, you're right. And between like Larfic and Skadi should be able to tank and just use bodies to use for the purple shots.
No, it's just monster. Monster will tank the everything but the last hit, and then
Yeah.
Purple
Like,
shot. Yeah, he mentioned it.
Yeah, the last hit like the purple shots.
Right, Milnar placement, the typical Milnar placement on right position, and go wait for DP. More DP. Ozzy down. Was a really good counter to this stage because Typewriter is very flexible.
All right, Vigil's giving Elysium 2 block.
So this posey has Black Tulip, Divine Speed. Does he has anything else? And he also has like the heavy shooter hand.
Right. I don't think there's any. I guess technically he has the Enlightenment for her too.
Oh, that's right.
Tanks
Oh, but
are better than mine are technically.
Well, Enlightenment, it's 30 res. That's actually like a lot for the Zimic fight. But he should be able to do no starve without like any big issues. Not no starve, starve. Sorry,
No star.
no starve.
You can still do fast feeding. Currently with this squad, he needs one more specialist ticket to like handle no feeding or maybe another casting voucher.
Yeah, he can always like go VD and fast feed. Or do you think he will go like without VD fast feed?
I could see it.
I can, but is there like a real reason to actually do it, right?
I mean, it's just comfier, I guess. Because with fast feed, you have to like pay attention to everything.
Yeah, I would definitely like just wouldn't go fast feed unless you have the push plan. His deployment limit is actually kind of low.
Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 6
That's
deployment
six.
on this map.
That's the base one, right?
Yep, 6 deploy limit is the base.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So maybe just goes some other strat. Because usually for like just tanking the boss, you need a lot of bodies on the board. I mean, like if you feed it and then try to tank it. Specialist.
Specialist could be VD, right? Or never mind.
He doesn't actually have a fast redeploy yet, so I guess Yato makes sense.
Yeah, Yato will make the hunting ground makes the hunting ground much easier. Make
Oh yeah,
it,
you can even deploy Minar now.
Yeah, and deploy leave mine and there is emergency pool.
Double easy emergency. Is like nice point boost.
Very important for the point boost.
And he can still actually get the reality as well, right? There's like one encounter after this.
Yeah, I think I think it's prioritized now that he's got the ending. So hopefully we'll see one today.
That would be pretty cool. Hopefully we can see it.
Also, the Enlightenment's really good for Scalter since she has an inspiration.
Yeah, that's actually like that's true. Or does it work actually?
Yeah, because it's 300 defense. I don't know how it scales with everything else, but I mean it should at least be however much 60% of 300 is, which is still a lot.
Damn. Imagine if he actually got determination.
Yeah, his squad would just be unkillable right now. 50 res baseline on the ranged units. Like at that point, he doesn't even need like Chimera or Nightingale to like fully feed Izumik and then try to tank.
Oh, that cruise is scary. This is like emergency floor 5 map, and she's just like one tapping everything. It's also funny that Minar is actually getting his SP Patriot every time Seaborn attacks him due to reflect
Oh.
and flames.
Wait, it works like that?
I think so, because somebody mentioned that there's the guard relic as well, right? That gives 2 SP every time they hit.
Yeah, you're right. I see the +2 SP. Yeah, wow.
Okay, so we're just casually strolling through emergency pool.
Doesn't even need to knock down the jelly or the dudes.
Yep, it's cruise duty.
I mean,
It's
Milner's
always
taking
fun.
nothing from
Sorry,
the
go.
no, yeah, Milner's taking nothing from the like little corrosion.
Wonder how much like defense he has.
Wait, he just did 10k. Jesus.
Well, Black Tulip with Skade Ultra works really well too, right?
It stays on for the duration
Whole
of
duration. 30-minute duration only.
Wait, what?
Oh, the infinite skills, like they goes out after like an hour, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Sarkas treaty actually might like do something against the
Actually,
boss,
wait.
right?
Yeah, because most of the sarcasm.
Enemies are Sarkas, yeah.
That's really funny, actually.
No, I remember taking this relic in Hijkstuv just for the Lancer map.
Yeah, it was quite a lot. It was Lancer map, and it was
The casters as well, right? The like the Sarkas casters with double hits.
Yes. I think it was called Night of Ritual. It's like a 2-lane map. That map.
Yeah. That one, yeah.
Yeah. Chimera, maybe? Or maybe he wants like an actual defender. Maybe he'll take Korra. Surely.
So, aside from Shimmer, is there anything else we are thinking? Maybe Suzura?
Maybe. But like,
Is there a real reason? No, you're right.
no,
there's
not really. With the SP battering on Chalter, there's not really a need for another slower. Yeah, I don't. It's just Shimmer or nobody, right? Or like another reserve defender.
I could shoot.
Oh, Gnosis?
What Gnosis do?
Anyway, he doesn't have Knight. Yeah, well, what is Gnosis for?
Yep.
I mean, Silence Altar. Survive the explosions, bro.
I mean, at that point, you can just go like Abjurer for the Sanctuary.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, his deployment limit would actually not probably work for like survival.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more.
So his plan for the boss probably is just taking shot with the monster and taking the purple shot with anyone else. So did he took Miller out of his squad or no?
He didn't, but he has
didn't.
he has Yato S2 now. So you could try Milanar baiting.
Oh, that's the Elysium spot.
Yeah. I hope he's on S1 because I think the boss isn't actually considered invisible for some reason.
No, it's like the yeah, it doesn't work. But he's S2.
Huh.
I think you cannot actually reveal him in any way.
Yeah. Invisibility back before it was cool.
Well, nothing really interesting happening in this map until the boss spawns, then we probably will see like some clearing
Yeah.
of the mobs. Oh, that's
On the
really
right?
aggressive posing. He might be actually able to just kill the boss, honestly, with charged like S3. When is the boss going visible? Like on the drone tile or one above?
Wait, which one's the drone tile?
Oh, right next to a drone spawn tile, like on the left.
Oh, I think it's way earlier than that. I think we had a contestant 2 days ago who, actually, I think it was Seal. I think he like spawn camps boss with Rosa, and he becomes visible pretty quick.
So like soon after he starts walking down, right? Then.
Yeah, maybe likely. I think he went visible maybe like 2 tiles left of where Posey is.
Oh, okay. Then when she's like fully charged and with Elysium, she can probably just kill him, even without Elysium, most likely.
Mm-hmm. He will need to bait 1 or 2 more purple shots in the meantime, but it should be fine.
Okay, this purple shot. Easy. Okay, and that's probably everything for this map. Yeah, with the Sculptor S2 and Warframe is even E1, I think. It's just not taking damage.
Oh, I think he missed.
Did he mess up?
Oh,
he messed up.
I think Posey is next if Yato dies.
Oh no, he went for Spot, so Spot is
Spot,
the target, right?
Oh, okay.
Or, yeah, he's going for Spot, but he can kill now. Okay, so Posey starts to hit. And together with the typewriter, that's like easy picking. He should die in the next shot. Yeah, he's dead.
Alright.
Alright, so we actually miscounted, but didn't matter in the end.
Yeah.
Damn, this map really feels like it's not on the same level as like the Gravestone or something. It's not
The
even
more
close,
I
I
play
guess.
it, yeah, the more I play it, the more I realize it's not that bad. But the requirements are just different from what you're used to.
Yeah. It's just usually when like I was playing this casually, you just don't realize you can just spawn kill him that easily.
Mhm. I think it's because I think that's just our memories of Foss. Because I think in the Foss Mephisto map, he goes through like stairs, and he's not like his invisibility seems longer than it really is. Maybe.
Yeah. All right, that's a really bad choice of boss relic.
I mean, doesn't he have Dancer's Braces? Yeah, the return. Hey, I was saying it at the start. Maybe we'll see some return synergy. Wait, he has the 70% book too.
Like one book. I mean, does memories really do anything? I mean, the memories could help a bit, or I don't know, something like out of control or something. But you really shouldn't play around the memories of the shard, really. I mean, even the return could have some funny numbers at least.
The memories of the shard with Civ Light.
Two combo. I mean, that actually does a lot of damage then. It's like one.
Yeah, I mean the true Giga Chad move is in IS2 when you just AFK'd the whole map with memories, Civ Light. I don't think they had a Little Grand Pharaoh, but I think they had their own version of it.
Yeah, I think there's like a different version.
And then the stun damage relic, just AFK Phantom's map.
Okay, so does he go for reality now?
Is he gonna swap to the chicken again? Ah, of course, the Fiametta tech.
I heard something that's like because the Fiametta was called something about fat duck or something.
Yeah, apparently her name sounds like Fat Duck in
Whoa, that's not the the it kind of worked.
Oh. Wait, this is
It's
is that
just
a
a dog.
win? Yeah.
I mean, it's better than going through Fortress Opportunity. Is that the map where there's like in the middle the invis reveal?
Yeah. Should be.
That I didn't saw this map for like a year.
Yeah, it's just the alternative animal maps don't really pop up a lot. Actually, is there a floor 5 map for like the Gopnik, or is it just the same map?
I honestly I'm unsure.
I think this is the same map that the Duck also uses on floor 5, but I don't know what Gopnik uses.
Okay, so these guys do 0 damage.
Hmm.
They're circles, right? Every one of them, so they do nothing. That's like.
Oh right, he has the treaty. I was like, what?
The treaty. So basically, there's like nothing to do here. Just killing the boss. Not even the boss, like the animal. Yeah, I think he's dead. So
I mean, yeah, the main gimmick is that there's like a bunch of flag bearers, but if you just kill him before that, it doesn't matter. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess this is a dub for the Fiametta. I would really like to see reality with this squad, though.
Yep. I mean, we didn't really see this map as well. No, nice. Okay, and now we go to Highmore. That's a king's staff or something. E2 Shaman, right?
Yeah.
Not again.
No.
No. It's the soup ritual.
Nah, bro, who are you even considering?
Wait, he's not taking Shamar?
I mean, you drafted the Chimera, you might as well use the whole Chimera, or not, I guess. Bro is so hopeful right now. I don't know what he's gonna do with all of it.
So, what's the tactic for the boss?
I guess just Posey? Or he could do the squish trap, but I honestly think he has enough damage to just brute force it.
Yep. He also has the execution with the opposing.
Oh, yeah.
We can just use typewriter for that actually.
I think the typewriter's a summon, so I don't think that works, but...
I think actually does, but
really?
We can.
Maybe we'll see it this map then.
Yeah. So probably nothing interesting happening for the first half of the map. Minera will probably just clear everything that comes from the right. Using Gato and Cruise Ultra, he will clear the rest of the spawning mobs. And we will just wait for his intended clear with Highmore, which is just Warframe and Sculptor for phase 1 definitely. With Cruise. Good thing about Sculptor is that you actually do not care who will Warframe buffs. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's actually slightly better if it lands on
Scary,
Sculptor.
yeah.
Actually, wait.
But looking at the damage, doesn't really. Okay, so he'll probably do the same thing for phase 2 as well. He's just saving the boss to walk to the designated spot. Oh, there's still one more wave of normal mobs. Okay, that's the rest of the phase 1 mobs, so it's on the boss until the boss dies. Now, this is a really lonely map. Just two Black Bearers having a stare off in the top row.
It reminds me a lot of Ideal City when you would use them to line up the cars.
Yeah. Okay, preparing Sculptor for phase 2. And never mind, I'm preparing Sculptor for phase 2. Okay,
Oh, is he just setting a timer? Or wait.
Oh, that's true. That's fair enough, yep. He doesn't really need her, so it's completely fine. It's just the most expensive operator he has, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a Mlinra. Mlinra will probably use, my guess is Mlinra will be used to kill the rest of the phase 1.
Looks like it.
Okay, now she's in the corner, and now with the push. One more frame, 2 more frames. Okay. Should be fine.
Looks like he's got it. I can't tell.
I think so. It's now using.
Yeah, at least think so, as we see the Milner activation into what's hopefully going to be...
Okay, it's fully buffed. And we will see if this will actually execute, right? And I cannot say. I think it actually didn't, but can't really say.
Yeah, I can't say, because the attack speed was lowered, so I don't actually even know if it got an attack off with that low HP.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. It doesn't. Okay.
But yeah, now we're just in the map to finish waiting room.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. Yeah, you're right. That's a bit disappointing. Squish the crabs.
Into the golden light you go.
So he still has the same deployment limit issue. Unless he gets not Izumi, a VD, then it's not really an issue.
The brick right at the end. Feels bad.
Okay, so is he gonna take Yato actually? He is taking Yato.
Alright. And on
Floor
to
6. Oh, that's easy second enlightenment with 11.
what is that? I think is that wait, what is that enlightenment?
Yes.
I saw 70. I saw 70, that's all I saw.
And oh, it's the EXP one. He gets 70 XP at the end of the next battle, so it's basically completely useless.
Bruh. He did just wait, I think he picked up one of the supporter books that works really well with Sculptor. I don't know which one it is.
Oh, and the map is it's the Hope map.
Yeah, sadly not the topographical map.
Can he spare the Hope to E2 actually?
Who is he considering?
There was E2, Elysium, and Myrtle ready.
Yeah, but no, but like, is he trying to say for Wiki? Is that the consideration?
Yes, I would say so. Is there anything else he wants to have actually? With Flames of Inquisition, he doesn't really need any source of slow, right? Maybe Wild Mane.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Okay, but he's not taking these.
Kafka?
Soup's cooking, man. Soup's cooking. And he can just
Yeah.
rob the shop now.
Wait, is that? I just saw 3 yellow books. I'm like, huh? I thought they were all defender, but one of them is guard.
Is there points for enlightenment, actually?
I would hope not, because you're already incentivized to take Arbor. Maybe there's like a little bit for like to incentivize playing Dice Squad, but
Yeah, I don't think so either. It will be really funny considering he got 2. And then it will be like a buff to the Dice Squad, but yeah. Coconut stage shouldn't probably prove any difficulty to him at this point. I'm really interested about what's with the Kafka.
is it? Yeah, I guess. We saw someone yesterday that basically bursted him down with Pompeii, but they had determination. So maybe the Kafka is just to let Cruz charge the SP safely. For
Could
water
be.
and fire game.
Yeah, could be. So he will probably use like a Starve Comp for Izumik with the flames. He definitely has damage for it, and even healing at this point with the enlightenment for Res.
Yeah.
I think just Skadi will out heal it, and with Shamar as well. He still has on a 6 deployment limit, though. It would be really nice to have at least like one more.
Yeah. Because currently he's just deploying. I guess I guess he's not bringing Cruz to the final fight, but.
Yeah, it's gonna be like what? Vanguard, Skadi, Chaltra, Linar. That's 4. And then you get a 1 more and fast redeploy, right? So 1 more will be probably like Shamar.
Yeah.
And that's actually sounds like enough. For the most part, I guess. Yeah. Actually,
I tried to
No.
do the thing. He
he
tried to
didn't
do
get the he didn't get the spin. 350 XP. Oh, the coin. He has 9 ingots, so he's gonna get medals. He will probably get like 6 more attack speed on the boss.
Also, is that an actually invested Kafka I see with module? Very based. Phantom.
Isn't it like good enough to take any pusher to just keep the top lane eternally pushed with the Flames of Inquisition, right?
Actually, yeah.
He cannot take that one.
Yeah, he can't take that. Yeah, any pusher, but he hasn't gotten any specialists, so Phantom makes sense as well with S1 maybe.
I mean, Phantom is specialist.
Oh wait a minute, he just wait.
hold up.
Wait a minute. Did he just take Phantom over like even like a Shaw?
Yep, seems that way. Okay, so he doesn't do anyone, not even the Phantom. Okay, and that was normal decognition, or was it the Union?
I think it's normal.
It was definitely normal, yeah.
Wait, when did he pick up Astasia?
From the second voucher in shop, just like a minute ago.
Huh.
I just think he wants to showcase Astasia. Because there like a reason? She's just like another melee body you can reveal, but well, not really.
Yeah, I think this is was it Soup? I keep mixing up Soup and Toby. Was it Soup that finished the Izumik map with Ash Gen?
Yes,
Maybe.
actually, I think I think he was, yeah.
So he's trying to showcase the two sisters.
Yeah. If this is like, I'm like 95% sure this is just a normal, so shouldn't be really anything interesting at all. Use Astasia. Kill the fish.
Astasia lane hold.
Okay, using reveal for the Shadow Blades. Okay, that's Chen Ultra just casually hitting for like 10k, 5 each hit. And Deep Cognition Defenders. That's scary, yeah, this run looks really good.
Yeah, but he hasn't gone particularly lucky with the collectibles, which is supposed to be the main advantage of Dice Squad. So if
Yep, he got enlightenments instead of collectibles.
yeah, probably the two worst collectibles or enlightenments for the strategies he's planning to do.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's basically just up to Hijkstuv to high roll a
Yep,
Wonderland.
It's basically his turn to get the Wonderland. Yeah. There's also like their squad is only 1.33 points, right? In the squad glass squad is 1.35. That actually can make a difference.
Yeah, if he doesn't get the extra collectible advantage, it definitely won't. Or it will matter. What is bro doing?
He's just
Oh, he's
cooking.
lining them up. Yeah, I guess he's cooking. Well, I mean, if you call cooking using a
Yeah,
Elysium as a bond-
this is just absolutely classic, the soup stuff, man. I've seen this guy play 3 times, and it's always the same. I feel like
troll.
yeah, exactly, he's trolling.
What do you mean he's trolling? That was good.
But was it necessary?
It was. He killed like 5 or no, he killed like 7 enemies in one skill rotation. When normally you have to Milnar doesn't have enough time to hit all of them at once.
But his Chen Ultra skill was ready the whole time.
Yeah, he killed all of them in one rotation, both waves. So it's just like optimization, right? Like, sure, it's flashy, it's unnecessary, but was it good? Yeah, it was good.
Well, yeah, definitely. No one is saying he's a bad player.
Yeah, but it was not trolling. It was not trolling.
Fair enough. Okay.
It wasn't trolling.
It's fair enough. It's not fair enough for me to call it trolling, but it's just kind of feels unnecessary, really, right? But you're right, definitely, that he's basically practiced it so much that this is like his way of clearing the map correctly, and it just looks silly to us. Yeah, you're
honestly, it's not silly. It's just faster. It's just actually faster to do it that way. Because even though Chen's skill was up and Milner was up, it was still better to group them up and delay. He basically slept the first one, delay, and then stalled the other one with monster skill. Basically, spent like 10 seconds on that one lane. So he just has to activate the skill once rather than activate the skill for one guy, delay, and then activate one skill for the next wave. Just activate both skills for and just have one big wave. So
fair enough.
But
So it's time to get it done.
Yep. Quarter of humanity time.
And Milner just for 7 DP, man.
I remember, like back when Wildman was released, people messed around with your talent because if you could deploy her multiple times in one stage, you could make your guards cost 0 if they were like brawlers or something. Give me flashbacks to this. Is that even gonna reveal? It does not look like it. But Leonard swing.
Easy pickings. So, will he be hindered with the deployment limit or not at all?
Doesn't really look like it because yeah. All he needs is Chalter, Scalter,
Milner and Vanguard, right? And then he still have like 2 free slots to reveal if he needs to.
Mm.
To reveal.
I'm more surprised by the no Shamir pick. I guess he doesn't do it.
Yep. I just feels that way, that he feels he doesn't really need the shaman. he didn't actually choose to E2 her as well. Which I was like thinking, okay, so maybe he's saving hope for a VD or something, but his VD only cost 5, and he actually didn't pick it anyway, so yeah.
I guess he just figured that he doesn't have the slots for her, so might as well just pick Anastasia as their waifu pick.
You officially is just having the best stream of her life.
Yeah, it's like her event all over again. She's taking pictures of this.
Oh, that's Drifter. Okay, now the top goes down. Reveal the last 2 jellies from the top right. Revealing with Kafka is also something I didn't see before. Just need to wait out her like S1 to properly reveal.
I guess. I mean, at that point, just pick Project Red, right? But I guess he just likes Kafka more.
Yeah, he maybe even had like he actually used it on the deep cognition to group them as well. So probably is something he's comfortable. Okay, so do you think he goes for the last hit of the last mob with Anastasia?
I mean, he has to, right?
That's tough.
I mean, with if he just leaves, if he retreats everyone except Sculptor for the last one, I don't think it matters with what he reveals. I think Sculptor just has enough stats to let her solo anything. Also, he placed the SP battery to let Liner get 3 SP and then retreated it. That is the saddest SP battery I've ever seen in my life.
If it's enough, it works. Does he have the minus 15% movement speed relic?
He does. Painful happiness.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, does he need to reveal really?
He is the Phantom Doll. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yeah. Back to Absolute Cinema. Okay, waiting for mineral scale activation.
I just realized this is a Phantom base kit. Did this man not play IS2?
Maybe he just prefers this one, right? He's also playing this really fast, like the 2-speed basically the whole time. Okay, scanning the middle. So needs to reveal the top ones.
First dice usage. Rolls a 3.
Yeah, I think he will spam a bit more to basically set up. Not like needing to reveal basically anything else with the dice. Yeah, Melina is just like grieving through those jellies like it's nothing.
Yeah, he's doing, wow, 6k, almost 7k, so...
And yeah, and that's after he'll kill like 10 of them already, so his attack is diminished.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like flawless gameplay. Like he plays everything basically on double speed. Doesn't miss anything, reveals everything he needs to. And yep. Gonna go and just I'll throw a few shot it, not even have a posy to just last hit it, but have a shooter. Oh, you official no.
No! No!
Okay.
Poor Baron. Alright, everything's done. Let's see if he can get the Astasia last hit, though.
Yeah, I think he definitely will.
Surely he won't leak from it. He probably will. He probably doesn't. There's no way.
There's no way.
But it'd be funny.
Would it? It will be really funny if that actually like costs him if he leaks.
Tried to simp for his waifu and got punished instead.
This seems like a headline of Arknights news.
More at 7.
Oh, he will just. How much on the dice you need to instantly reset your redeployments? Is it like more than 8, or do you need like a 12 or 11?
Yeah, I think it's more than 8, because I think 8 is halved redeployment.
I think 7, 8 is half, right?
Yeah, and I think even 6. Or yeah, isn't there some sort of special bonus for 6, or am I crazy?
I don't think so, actually. Okay, just. I think that's all of the enemies. No, not yet.
Alright.
4, 6. Okay, this is the last enemies.
Okay, retreat child. I think we are seeing the Astasia, the last jellyfish killer.
Yep. Yeah, it's the big ascension moment. Oh.
Alright, let's see this damage.
Oh, is it the Kafka moment?
I think. Is low? Is Astasia not getting used here? Hey, you can't just pick Astasia and not use her. That's against the rules that I just made up. Also, wait, she just took no damage from that.
She's winning. She's winning.
Alright. Okay, looks like it is just a Kafka solo. We're not seeing an Astasia, not a true Astasia fan, apparently. And
Well, he's Sarkaz, right? He has the treaty, so.
Oh my god.
What a beautiful ending to run.
Oh my god.
Okay, so how many points he has? How many really collectibles is that? Like 48 collectibles. That's a lot. That's the dice squad.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, I think He actually didn't get many extra relics from the wish fulfills, but he did get a lot of relics from like the shop resets, I think.
Ah, I see. And yeah, that's an in-game score of 1989. That's on the high side. We'll see if Hijkstuv can beat that without Knight.
Yes, it's definitely gonna be like the gamble with the Wonderland. And of course, if he can clear like every emergency coming his way. We did get like 2 emergencies in the Wonderland, so that should be a bit of points as well. Alright, and we're back in the Flashing Swords run.
140 attack speed with King's Crystal too.
Yes, sir. He also has the Carol's Arbor, so he goes slowly but surely for determination. He's only 29 light, do I see? So
Yep.
doesn't actually look like the determination unless he gets like a super early Wonderland.
Yeah.
Oh, and also like 19 collectibles. If you look at it, like 19 collectibles and last run had like 48 collectibles. That's a lot of point difference.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because usually, like, I don't know, like in-game score, like 2,000 around is what usually I get when I get like Knight plus Izumik. So it's like, with that, the score difference is insane with the amount of collectibles Soup had.
Yep, and the difference in squad is like 20 points per 1,000, right? Or something like that. So, for example, if you get 2,000 points, he will get like the difference between dice squad and just the glass squad based on the different modifiers is like 30, 35, 40 points. So the relics are definitely doing him good. So that's one.
Yeah, oh, he rerolls that. He takes the brick.
How many dice does he has now? Like 1 or 2 maybe?
No, that might have been his last one. Oh no, he has one. Wait.
He has
Oh,
one.
he has one more.
Okay, is that Wonderland at the bottom? Was there at the bottom?
Oh yes,
that's
that's
it.
Wonderland. Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay,
right after that.
and he has like encounter there, but no emergencies. Yo, he cannot take Wonderland and emergency.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
So just a normal pool of procreation. Oh my god, I forgot how much attack speed he has.
Yeah, I mean, who needs attack when you can just cut everything to shreds?
That's like, that was Ines soloing a Brute Mother for a 5d15.
That's the most aggressive Rosa positioning I've seen.
Yeah, his plan is probably to push the Brute Mothers, right? And
Yeah, I guess just not get really distracted.
and she will just kill all the crabs as they spawn and attack on Linner. And he will Texas like any of the. We will probably see the Texas technique, right? Right?
Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Let's go.
Yes, this is, for example, this thing I only learned in the qualifiers when I started to play. That you can actually do this.
Same here. It's just it doesn't. Like
it
I
doesn't
said,
just occur naturally. Yeah, just don't really think about it that much until you see it, and then we're like, oh, you can do that.
yeah, I cut off like half the reason I picked Cruister. 'Cause it's like the reason I picked Cruister was like if I get emergency Ember Phalanx, I don't want to leak the 2 drifters.
Yeah. The 4 stack of the flashing swords looks so silly.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that he got the flashing swords together with the cursed collectible.
That was crazy, man. And it was a failed specimen. Like the game's just being kind to him with that one.
Alright, he still needs E2 Calcit. Well, not really needs, but he can still choose his E2 and Calcit. And 30 is 40 ingots. So Wonderland, and then the Fortune's Opportunity, yeah.
Alright.
Let's see what the boss is. 5. More
Okay.
people. No, you can go 2 emergencies and the hunting group. It seems like he's not that happy about the hunting group.
He doesn't have Yato, so I guess not. But he can just...
Is that Civilized Terra?
That is Civilized Eterna, so
I think I think you take that over the Jadestone.
I mean, but maybe he really wants to greet it, because the Jadestone means more collectibles later, right? He does
Well,
indeed.
Does it though? Because he has already will have enough money with the King's Crystal boosting his.
Oh, right, this is a King's Crystal run. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that not... Oh, actually, I think that is out of control that he just got. Yeah, that is definitely...
Yeah. Oh.
Well, immediately punished for not taking Civilized Eterna. Completely forgot that he had a King's Crystal. Even with a bunch of attack speed. Actually, the squad looks doable, right?
We will probably see Cruz just killing one of the throwers. Like just the E1 3-star Cruz. What was the book he got from the Jadestone?
I think it was defenders get 2 SP per attack. Like each time they're hit.
Yeah, that's not really useful, yeah. Well, at least it's just another collectible for the points, but... Okay, Ines can probably hold the bottom. And with the Invis, she can probably actually also just clear the throwers, right?
Yeah.
Question is,
I don't think you can kill the runners, right?
yeah, about the runners.
Like, sure, he has Texas, but he doesn't actually have like an Ethan or something.
It's beady though. How heavy are the runners? Pretty heavy, right? Like 3 or 4 maybe.
I don't know. Not very heavy. We saw Gladia yesterday pull them, like stall them.
So is it possible that he can perma-stall with so much attack speed with just VDS2 the runners? You
Ooh,
think so?
maybe. Yeah, maybe instead of usually people like to put Weedy on bottom side, but maybe you put her on the top side, like up, like right above the blue box with S2, and maybe she can stall that way.
Or maybe we're just cooking too hard.
I mean, either way, I think the Civilized turnout decision is really coming to bite him here.
Yeah. Considering he has the King's Crystal, I'm not sure if he really needed the additional like 25 ingots. And the Eterna making your future like exactly like out of control, making it easier. It will be really helpful at this moment, but hey, possibly he can still clear it. Like I think Cruz is actually gonna be helpful. He has so much damage.
He's thinking about Castle 3? Minor S1. That's not it, right?
I don't think so, but well, Miller at this stage isn't really.
I mean, he does have concentration, but like, no, there's no way S2 or S1 is the play. As we see, out of control emergency. All right, let's do this.
Okay. This is where the run is born or dies. I just really want to see the Cruiser kill the probably the middle thrower.
And even if he doesn't die on this map, how many life points he leaks might matter as well, since again it's King's Crystal run, so if he gets like emergency Fire and Water Union next floor, for example.
Okay, so this is something going on, some attack. So he's going definitely holding VD with the bottom, and that's S3.
Yeah, have you
On the
have
VD?
you not seen this tech, Larfic?
No, I'm sorry. What? So he groups them, the both throwers on the bottom.
Yeah, just to get them out of the way, so Milnar can charge like diagonally to Weedy.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, didn't see that before. Yeah.
I saw one guy doing this with Heavy Rain, but with so much attack speed, I think Milnar might just be able to spawn camp the second wave of throwers.
He needs to, but he has concentration disorder on his Milner, right?
Oh, he's gonna need to time the Milnar skill. That's gonna be rough. So maybe that's why he was considering like S2, perhaps, just so he doesn't have to do it exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and with Kirilla Arbor, the throwers actually outpaced Texas's stun, so he just got murked there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Can still deploy Rosa to kill like the other thrower.
Yeah, maybe nowish as Milnar gets deployed.
Oh, he has 2 stun bombs as well. That could help. So for the second middle thrower, is he going to just mirror it?
It looks
Or
like
the-
that's the plan.
That's the plan?
I guess, I mean, he doesn't really have a backup plan, so if it fails, we'll see it, his formation breaking spectacularly, probably.
Yeah, I can still try to use V again.
Oh yeah, that's true. Just try to group them up with the other two on bottom side.
Okay, that's the top left thrower dead. And here comes the first runner.
Alright. Looks like he's just gonna let Enos handle it. In Texas, maybe? That Weedy push, okay. Throwers are coming in, they are barely half HP. So it looks like the plan is stun bomb into Texas. Or, actually, shouldn't he have stun bombed them in Milnar's range because he's about to activate skill? Or I guess they're gonna stay out of it.
Yeah, I think they stay just right out of it. Okay, Ines has started to damage the runner, but unfortunately she binded outside of cruise range. Yeah.
Alright, and the Milnar timing does look good with him killing the middle thrower. Texas is gonna caught up though.
Texas dying probably.
Stun bomb.
The stun bomb.
I can't tell. Did you squish the other throwers into Milnar? No. There's
No, I think there was some like trash or dogs or someone.
Uh-oh. Alright, he's giving it a good think.
Okay, he used castle on the top to just like stop for a bit, top runner. Yeah, I think the top runner is unfortunately like leaking. Is there something he can do actually? He can use like beat the cannon.
Calcid like as a stun bomb, I guess. Calcid stun bomb. Yeah, he's gonna get 2 stuns off.
Oh yeah, fortunate. Oh yeah, but he will die probably pretty
Yep,
soon.
Monster's dead. But he's already done his job as
The runner is dead. Okay, so the middle runner is definitely gonna die. to Mlinera. So
is he? I feel like the duration's gonna run out.
oh yeah, I'm just not the runner, sorry, the thrower.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think he can stop the 2 coming from top side. 3 actually.
I think. Oh well, we got a.
He has 1 dice.
You can use the dice. If he uses dice and the attack speed goes down, he can actually Texas.
That is true. Are we gonna see the dice here, or maybe he thinks that with just 1 thrower, Texas can live long enough. We DS3.
Oh yeah, and
Ah.
nice double push. Okay, Ina's skill is slowly but surely coming.
No more skills over. I don't see a way that he's stopping the runners at this rate.
Yeah, seems that way to me. Unless he rolls like, I don't know, 8 or something. And even then.
Yeah, skill is being activated, but just being
Yes,
used to
but-
kill the thrower at this point.
Unfortunately, there's like no bind refresh.
I wish, man.
Okay.
That'd be so broken.
But the thrower is killing Mlinera at this point. He will just die to the spider explosion.
Milner's about to die as well.
And Vidi will probably die soon because he has no way to kill the thrower. Oh, thrower is going for Calcit now.
I think she can live
Oh,
one.
it's the one who goes through the middle though.
Wait, what?
Like the thrower.
Oh, is that the one from like the beginning of the map?
Yes, I think
Oh
so
my-
because he went a bit up.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Okay, that's him dead. 2 more runners. I don't think maybe the right one, which like Cruz is already going for. Maybe that one can die.
Oh.
Vidi skill should be probably saved for the thrower.
There's a bunch of trash mobs in her way though. I think if she eats 1 more spider explosion, she's likely dead. So maybe Texas?
He
The runner
ate
is
Texas.
gonna move
He
too.
ate Texas. Okay, so he's probably planning to use the Vidi skill, right?
Looks like it.
Oh,
is she gonna make it, though?
I think she will.
The
Does the
spider-
spider
I think-
die?
I think
Yeah,
it's
the
gonna
spider dies
blow up.
without getting pushed.
No!
Well,
We did
he needs.
too much damage.
Oh, she lives. But it's so.
Oh, it's 1 HP!
She's literally. Oh my god.
There's a bunch of mobs coming topside too.
There's like several of them have only few HP. So maybe he can stall between the shots. Oh, with the attack speed, yeah. Oh, there's 1 more rammer coming.
Looks like he's in the Texas waiting room. Maybe we'll see a dice here. I think this is...
I think this is a good time to die. Vidi's gonna die.
Although this is his last dice, so maybe he wants to save it for one of the shops. If he's gonna grade for the Jade Stone.
He has like, he doesn't have much HP. Like, he dies here, right? It's like 2 from the bottom. That's 3 more on the right side, and 4 is coming. He's already in Ina's range. He dies if he leaks all of these.
Yeah, I think he needs to dice. If Weedy was still alive, I think he could afford to get away with not dicing. But he did just lose his lane hold, which means he's relying on Texas and Monster for the next little bit. Thinking long and hard.
If he hits like 8 or 7 and gets his redeployment cut in half, you can save a lot of HP. You can use Texas on you can cover both sides of the blue box. That'll save him like 3 HP definitely. Like the 1 round is really low, and the 2 trash mobs from the bottom.
Yeah, definitely. The problem is just There's gonna be a lot more trash mobs coming down bottom, and I don't think a zero defense monster can hold them off for long. But we'll see.
If only he had like the Civilized Eterna, man.
Yeah, the Civilized Eterna was a little bit. Was there even, because this is 4-5 Wonderland? Was there even a shop after this?
No, there's only the guaranteed shop. I'm unsure about the floor 5. Actually, I can't really say that. Okay, so that's 2.
Oh, he only rolls a 2. I think he's still gonna leak then.
Okay,
Doesn't
so he's
look
gonna
like it.
monster. Oh, he didn't even monster the trash mobs.
Monster. Oh, Texas. Looks like he's trying to stop the runners.
How many are there? Like one more. Oh, 2 dogs coming from bottom.
Uh-oh.
And he has
I don't think Texas
nothing
makes
left.
it. I think this is over. Nope. He recognizes that this is a loss.
Oh no.
The refusal to take the game's generosity. The game gave him Curse Relic and Flashing Swords. He didn't see the Civilized Eterna pick, and he loses his run right here.
Wow, they feel so bad.
It really does. The rest of the run was really well played, but
Yes,
the fact
exactly.
that
Like he went for the run with the flashing swords. He was really strong, but yeah. Out of control claims another.
Yep. Good game.
Very good attempt as well.
Yeah. I mean, if he took the Civilized Eterna and does that leakless, depending on what the next emergency is, he could have potentially caught up to the points from Soup.
Yeah,
It would have been a lot
definitely.
closer. Maybe Soup would have won with like 100 or 200 point lead, depending on how the rest of the run goes. But Soup also didn't get an emergency on floor 6. So if if Hijkstuv gets an emergency Water and Fire Union and clears it leakless, I could definitely see him actually beating Soup's score. But the greed of the Jade Stone over Civilized Eterna ultimately claims him.
Yeah, that's definitely like the pressure from seeing the 48 relics. Right. Although I still think that with the King's Crystal, he was probably good enough. He probably didn't fought so. And they have like really a lot of experience with this. So he probably had counted the score for Soup, and he counted his own score, so he knew that what he actually needs.
Yep. All right. Well, we're
Yeah.
just going to be waiting here until the final scores, and then that's going to be all for today.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think this is not even enough to beat the Toby score from yesterday, meaning he won't be even third.
That's
Because
so.
because if I recall correctly, the fourth and third placement is gonna be determined by the player score. So yeah, that feels even worse now. Okay, the final score is currently calculating. I will you guys let you know soon. And now it's like definitely known that it's gonna be Soup versus Vapor Venus tomorrow for the finals.
Yep. Okay, so the final scores are in. Soup's final score is 3,131, whereas Hikestev's final score is 1,293. So Soup takes it very comfortably with almost a 2,000 point lead, but who knows how that would have gone if he actually completed the Wonderland.
Yes, and of course the bonus points for everything else, right? I think also this means that Vapor Venus had more points, like 3,452. That probably means that he will go second tomorrow, and Soup will go first.
See. Well, unfortunate, but yeah, that like
Okay.
we said, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed.
And tomorrow we start at the same time, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. Okay, then see you tomorrow.